Let's go to Mark. Mark, you're on the air. Hi.
Hey, did you warn Beth about the Riley curse? Because you know she got that breakout thing on her face going. You know, she doesn't like zits or anything, so you might want to warn her about that.
I don't think Riley put a curse on Beth. He put the curse on me and Robin.
I don't know. He kind of goes after the family, too.
Oh. Yeah, it wasn't clear. Riley wasn't real clear. So it turns out Tim had to fire Riley from his show, the Riley Martin Show.
Is it a real firing? Is it for good?
Well, yeah, in the sense that,
you know, I mean, couldn't we have gone to a suspension?
Well, here's the problem with Riley. So Tim found out that Riley was selling his own commercials during the show.
And I want to hear those commercials. Who was the guy?
I don't know.
Commercials
I
for
think he
Riley.
was just being a little bit rebellious because...
Wait, hold it. Let me tell you why that's wrong.
Yeah.
From a business standpoint, you're not allowed to do that. You have to log all commercials. You understand? It's a legal thing.
Right.
It's not a question of, like, Tim doesn't like Riley.
And the company has no idea what Riley is selling.
Right. So, yeah, another thing is if Riley does a commercial, and let's say it's for a product that's less than reputable, and you go out and buy it, the station's responsible. In other words, there's like 20 million legal problems with it. So Tim, most guys would just get fired for doing that. I mean,
like Shrink the Reen?
Right. So a lot of Shrink the Reen's a very
reputable product.
Very reputable. You know what? My ass doesn't smell.
Oh, I started putting dryer sheets like ass napkin up my ass. Now my farts smell like beautiful.
So anyway, the whole deal is that, so Tim, I thought in a really nice way, went to Riley and said, Riley, I guess you don't know all the rules of radio. Let me explain to you that you can't start selling your own commercials. And he was like, listen, motherfucker, you don't pay me enough, and I need to eat and get a roof over my head.
Yeah, rent.
And Tim was like, well, that's not our problem. You can't do this. Do you understand? Yeah, I understand. Okay, can I trust you that you won't do this? Yeah, trust. So the next week, Riley comes in, he starts doing the commercial again.
I know. And he said before, Tim told me not to do this, but I'm doing it anyway.
Right. Where is that commercial? I want to play it.
Yeah, I got to know.
Yeah, I thought he was just trying to be cute.
Doing business.
No, and you know what? So I even went to, I feel bad that Riley's gone. I mean,
I'm going to miss him.
Well, I said to Tim, is there a way, I said, what if Riley went into therapy on Meet the Shrink?
Uh-huh.
Like if he went on the radio, talked to a qualified therapist, and then the therapist gets through to him and Riley understands that it's a matter of trust and honesty and that legally he can't do this. What if he could be rehabilitated on Meet the Shrink? And so Tim went to the attorneys.
Oh.
And they agreed that they would allow him on Meet the Shrink, and if he could come to some sort of understanding, because he refuses to admit that he did anything wrong.
Right, yeah.
He's like, you fuckers, so cheap.
He says you were looking for a way to fire him.
Right. I mean, that's a good way.
That's the
Trevor's
best.
trying to snooker a jig.
So if I ever get to speak to Riley again, I'm going to say to him, are you willing to go on Meet the Shrink? And if the Shrink gives you a clean bill of health,
forget
you can come back.
Why can't he do like a Sal apology?
Because it won't be sincere.
No. Yeah, he doesn't. You see, the problem is he doesn't. I think a Shrink maybe could get him to understand that he did something wrong.
This is Riley Martin for Juan's Pot Delivery Service.
You know Juan.
Juan will get it to you within a half an hour, or you get a free lid.
Now do you understand why Riley just can't be on the radio doing that stuff?
But I don't know how he does it, because doesn't he have a producer standing there with him?
Yeah, but
how does he manage it?
The first time, the producer didn't know it wasn't a paid spot, I guess. And then the second time when the producer did know, he hit the dump button. He didn't allow it on.
Sounds like the producer's slacking.
And then they pulled Riley off the air. First of all, how does the producer even stay awake to listen to Riley during that show of his?
I think you have to be an animal trainer.
I heard Riley does his show lying on his couch with a wet rag over his face.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, we've gone out of our way to make it easy for Riley. We let him do it out of his house. He doesn't have to come into Manhattan.
Well, that was the first problem. He's out of control. He's in his own environment.
Yeah, and he gets paid like $200. I mean, which is $200 more than he's ever gotten.
Right. And the station has to hire people and pay them to go out to Riley's house.
Can I audition for the show, Howard?
No. There's only one Riley.
What do you think of that technology, Howard? Because everybody seems like Spider Harrison was telling me he does both of his shows
I think it's the end of radio.
from his home. So you would totally never consider that.
Absolutely not. You know, there's a lot of guys now who do the show out of the house. I think like Rush Limbaugh does it out of his house. Jay Thomas does it out of his house.
Jay Thomas, the whole show is in different places.
Yeah, like Jay's in one location in wherever he lives in L.A., and then there's like his co-host, I think, is in some other location. Then there's a third person in another location.
Julie is here.
Yeah. And Jay was even saying to me, well, I don't understand why you don't work that way. It's so great. You don't have to leave
why do
the
you
house.
have to be with people?
I'm telling you, as a guy who's done radio all these years, and call me old school, you got to get up, you got to come in, you got to look at everyone in the face. It really helps when I can look over at people and say, okay, calm down here, come on in here, talk to people eye to eye, see my guests.
Well, I was saying, Jay is so wonderful on this show, but he's here.
I wouldn't have Jay on if he was on a microphone somewhere. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Riley.
What?
Oh my God.
Lower your radio.
Turn down the radio.
Are you with me?
Yeah, I'm with you.
All right. Now, I'm going to try and talk to you. If you start filibustering, I can't keep you on the line.
Who, Howard?
Now, I know you hate me, but I really want to see you back here.
Me. I've always loved you.
No, you said horrible things to Robin
You
yesterday.
cursed me.
You put a curse on her. You put a curse on her.
The only reason I said it is because I loved her.
Yeah, but Riley.
I expect more of her. You people would not have the world to get the information that may be the saving of humankind because I tried to pay the rent.
Who is this curse?
Time.
Who is the curse on? Me and Robin, right?
Son, I cannot take it off you for 48 more hours.
Yeah, and what
It's
about
me, you, and I think Tim.
Tim? Yeah.
Tim and his prudency, because he, I asked him, he said, I'll help you, Riley. And I said, well, they're going on vacation for like 3 weeks and shit.
Yeah, we heard all that.
Yeah, Riley, we're not talking about that.
He did nothing.
Is the curse on Beth as well?
And I'm telling him, hey man, I live in New Jersey. $400 a week is not keeping me afloat.
400? I thought it was 200.
Yeah,
Where did he get all that?
400.
Tim, reduce his salary.
You're rolling in it.
In your hands.
Is the curse?
It would be 200. If it was in this little ain't your mama ass bitches in.
The one you
It
love?
would be less than that.
Is the
You
curse?
understand? All I'm saying is, you people don't realize what you've done. You think talking about dumping loads on each other and vulgarity is the only thing in existence whatsoever when I am trying to give you information that may save your wretched life.
So you're filibustering.
You're not listening.
You don't listen to anybody. This is why you got fired. This is why you got fired. You don't listen.
Right. I'm fired.
Yeah. You're fired.
I am gone. I will not be forgotten.
Sure you will. 2 weeks from now you'll be forgotten.
You think because you are the golden Jew and she is the gilded negress that I'm gone forever?
But where are you? Who's going to give you a job on the radio?
And, okay.
You
are saying.
I'm the only one.
No. You are saying.
I'm the only guy who's crazy enough to work with you.
Look.
You're a bigger pain in the ass than anyone on this channel.
Even as I speak.
Bub is easy. Pharrell is easy. You're a fucking pain in the ass.
Al-Qaeda is building a dirty bomb to drop on Tel Aviv because of the dirtness within your heart.
Who will hire you? Fox Business Channel?
Yeah, he's going to be Imus's new sidekick.
Yeah. Who's going to hire you? Fox Business Channel?
All you need to do
Yeah.
is be a decent human being.
Riley,
which you are not.
Would you listen for a moment?
And Artie is now in with you because he's a fat fuck.
He's cursed
that's
too.
trying to gain
I thought you liked him.
What happened?
with you dirty motherfuckers.
I mean, now can I get my $40 back for the symbol? I'm the only guy who paid for the fucking thing.
Send it back to me, Artie.
No, but that's ridiculous, Riley. I want to get on the mothership. But what the fuck?
Back to me. No, you don't believe, and they don't.
He paid.
They don't believe.
He
because
paid.
They think that we are super Jews.
If I can't get on that fucking mothership, dude, there's going to be some trouble at the door.
It's going to be legal trouble.
Yeah.
No, fine. But what I'm saying is,
You said if he bought that symbol.
I'll give you people all the love.
You said if he bought the symbol. You said if Artie bought a symbol, he could get on the mothership, and now you're claiming that Artie can't.
Rescind it unless he
Fraud.
gives it up.
You can't rescind it, so you're
No, I
fine,
cannot
Artie.
rescind
Oh,
it.
good. All right, good. Thank
And what is that? You're blowing up Tel Aviv, is what you said? Did he just say he was
No,
going to blow
no,
up?
no. He said there's a dirty bomb being assembled to blow up Tel Aviv.
So isn't he implying he's blowing up Tel Aviv?
No, he's implying that he has inside information.
You have it. You know of a.
I am trying to prevent a lot of things that you know not of. I'm trying to give you love, and then you're gonna fuck me by saying let's cut him off and all of this.
All right. Well, anyway, here. Listen to this. You
Do
did.
I have a job or do I not?
Oh,
You,
quiet
as of now,
down.
you do not.
Right.
No.
So you're firing me.
I didn't fire you. Tim fired you, and so did Sirius. They fired you before.
No, you are serious.
No,
So
I'm
it's on
not.
you.
But believe me, I'm. By next year, you'll see I'm not. I'm
you
not
wanna
serious.
Tell the world that you fired Riley Martin. And
All right, I fired Riley Martin.
You
If that's what you
tried
want.
to love you, you piece of shit fuck.
Is it true that is your wife still with you, or did she leave you?
She's fine,
Is she living with you?
and she loves me.
Is she living with you?
She sleeps with me.
When?
Someone told me she moved 2 apartments away. True or false?
If you had 12 goddamn birds, you'd move too.
You see,
He can't be lived with.
But
ever since he lost the radio show, he
Therefore,
lost
The
everything.
wife took a powder?
It's just like
right?
what?
Does Beth ever give you any pussy without you buying another diamond? You no fucking sons of bitch.
Now, let me think about that. When's the last time I got laid without buying Beth a diamond? Probably not.
Yeah, but what man does?
Yeah, what could I buy her? All I'm saying is that.
Why
you
did she
are
move out?
Cutting me off and trying to. I'm trying to save a world, and you are trying to talk about playing with your dick.
No, you're trying to sell free commercial. You're trying to sell commercials on the side to people, and you were told it's illegal.
All you have to do is give me another hour or two.
Dude,
You
first
wouldn't
of all,
do that because he is a fat, friggin' bigot fuck.
He's not fat.
Riley, you're proving to me you don't understand what you did, and this is why I'm calling you.
Well, no, that's not the point.
No,
The
I'm going to
point
tell you the
is
point.
that is
All right, forget it. I'm going
You
to.
know what? He sounded so calm when we first
Yeah,
said
well,
hello.
I can't. I was trying to work something out with him, but it's impossible.
Riley, can you listen for a moment? We have a proposal.
why.
We have a
You get one of
proposal.
those white
All right.
boys' dicks out your mouth, you cheap ass bitch.
Riley,
All I'm saying is,
Riley.
if you're gonna do me like this, may it come down upon you, your progeny and your race.
What's your progency, Howard?
I don't know. Anyway, listen, Riley.
'Cause that's what's being
Here's the
cursed.
thing, and if you can listen, fine. If not, I'll hang up. Now, it occurs to me that what you did wrong was really a serious offense, and then
What bullshit!
and then
Took one advertisement.
right 2.
One.
2.
No, you did it a second week after Tim told you not to do it, and he said he could no longer trust you.
I had been begging the son of a bitch to give me.
I understand that, but you can't do something illegal.
You wouldn't do that.
You can't do something illegal because you're unhappy with how much money you're making.
Can you believe it?
See, Riley,
it's like
here's
a round table discussion. It never
Riley.
ends.
I give up. I give up, Riley.
Riley, he wanted to ask you something, so be quiet for a second.
Robin,
I can't.
It would be in your interest to listen.
He doesn't
why
listen.
don't you
Oh, God.
put 3 white dicks in your mouth?
I wish you would. I want to see that.
Ain't your mama looking slobbering bitch?
There's 4 white dicks in this room.
You're leaving one out.
Hey, Riley, you could either listen to me or go back to growing pot. You want? If you want to
talk
shut.
to me, son. Talk to me.
Now you're making sense.
Fix me
All
for
right.
trying to pay my rent.
All right. Now I'm gonna try. This is the last time I'm
Don't
trying.
mention the thing, okay?
This is
Just
the
go
last
to
time.
it.
All right.
And what are you talking about my wife for?
One of the guys came to me. I was concerned about you, that someone told me your wife wasn't living in the apartment with you. And I got concerned.
And so you are going to put my wife in
No, I have nothing
Will
to...
inspire me?
Listen to me. I just asked you how you were doing personally, and is your wife living with you?
Howard.
If it's none of my business, just say it's none of my business.
No. You are a wretched piece of dog shit. Which you are.
I don't know why we're talking to him.
Wretched, backstabbing, Jew-baiting piece of shit.
Well, then what's the point of me trying to tell him what I was going to tell him?
I don't know. I mean, every time we try to do something with him.
You're going to take my job.
He wants to talk to you about maybe getting it back.
I had a plan, but it's clear to me that it's not workable.
No, you had no plan.
Yeah,
Yes,
I did.
you did.
Yes, I did.
Come on, man.
Yes, I do.
Called with the best of intentions, even under a curse.
Well, if you wanted to get rid of me, you should have done it honestly.
That is about as honest as you can do it.
But nobody wanted to get rid of you, Riley.
We wanted to have you on the channel. You don't listen to direction, and that's my point. You don't listen to anybody.
Oh, so
You don't listen.
you wouldn't give me an extra hour.
Forget the extra hour. You're not getting an extra hour. Period.
That's what I'm saying.
That's right. All you're getting is what you
I
had.
gotta listen to your bullshit.
All right, well, then forget
You
it.
don't have to listen to anything.
All right, Riley, I give up. I
We
can't
were
even...
trying to talk to you, but it's impossible.
I had a thought.
No, you have been and always will be a piece of dog shit, all of you.
All right, well, let's leave it at that then.
All right, Riley, you're passing up another opportunity.
What you have done to me is going to cost you, and that black bitch, may your house burn. And your boat sink.
Your boat's safe.
That's terrible.
That's a
Riley.
horrible thing to say, Riley.
And may the next white boy you get give you AIDS.
Oh. Wow. White people don't get
What
AIDS.
I was
That's right.
trying,
What is he talking about?
if you had bothered to listen, I'm taking the offer off the table, but I had a way for you to possibly get back on the air, but it's
Well,
clear
state it.
it's not going to work. I'm giving up
I don't
now.
think he can listen to anyone.
No, you got to try.
No,
that.
so then you will be solely responsible for the destruction of this world.
Well, Riley, you just want to be put back on the air instead of listening to how you might get yourself back on the air.
No, darling, you think you are
Darling.
immutable, but I guarantee you that what I'm trying to do is help you and save you and love you.
All right.
But no.
And we're
you
trying
are
to help
saying,
you, save
wow,
you, and love you.
Wow, I'm so cute and everything, and I gets me some white dick. So therefore, eyes is the bee's knees.
Eyes is the bee's knees.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and all I'm saying is, do not be the purveyor.
all you do is talk and you don't listen,
don't
so
listen.
it's impossible to manage you.
Everything I've ever said
Yeah.
has come true.
Well, anyway, it's impossible to manage you. It's impossible to talk to you, so I give up. I had a plan.
Because
I'd
the
gone-
$400 is going to hurt you.
I went to bat for you yesterday, but you don't want to hear about it, so forget it.
More than that, to the children you fuck, you punk son of a bitch.
I went to bat for you yesterday, but you're not interested, so well, I guess that's the
You
end.
are, Howard,
Yeah.
you are.
What have you ever said that became true, by the way? I don't think there's one
Oh,
thing.
no, you're not going to hold him to that.
Cassini found it in 2004. have told you all the things that the astronauts.
All right, I got to go. I'll call you later when you can listen.
Well, it's like this.
What time of the day are you at the best listening?
Am I fired?
What time of day is best to call you when you can listen instead of talk? When do you get worn out?
From 4 a.m. to 4:05 a.m.
Am I fired?
All right, I'll say this one last time, and if you can listen, and we can get me to get through to you, then I'll talk to you. Here I go. I'll try one last time. So yesterday I went to Tim and I said, gee, what's with this Riley thing? It's too bad. He said, well, I can't get him to listen. He will not follow instruction. I said, all right, I got a plan. What if I put Riley in with a shrink who can make him understand what he did wrong, who could get through to him, and then he can, you know, come back to work and listen. Maybe the shrink can get through to him. So we have a show called Meet the Shrink. You go on it, talk to the shrink. If the shrink gives you a clean bill of health and says Riley understands what he did wrong and he can follow instruction now, I think there's an opportunity to get you back on the air.
All right, when you want to do it.
All right. Now you're listening. Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you.
Fine.
Tim, when can Riley go on Meet the Shrink? And who is the shrink?
I don't know. Who is there a shrink available?
We better find a very liberal shrink.
It's Professor Irwin Corey.
Yeah. Tim, you there?
Tim, you fat motherfucker.
Bigot.
Bigot.
Tim, you fat piece of shit.
Tim, you fat Jew-hating, nigger-hating.
Race beta.
Race beta.
I don't know if Tim's here, Howard.
Oh.
All right, Riley.
He's coming in.
Oh, wait, here he comes. I got Tim. Hold on.
This is Riley Martin for Mel's Crystal Meth Clinic.
Fuck you, Tim.
Now, Tim, am I saying the right thing here? That if he goes on Meet the Shrink and the shrink says that she got through to him and that he understands what he did wrong, he can get his show back?
That's correct.
All right. Now, when do you want to do this, Riley S.?
No, not you, Riley. We're asking Tim.
Tim, when can Riley do this?
When are you available, Riley?
When is he? He's always
What's
available.
he doing? He's available right
I
now.
have demands.
Tim,
Yes, sir.
I've always tried to love you. It was very difficult.
Join the club.
I know it's difficult.
So, when do you want to do it, Tim?
Let's try it for next week.
Next week?
Yeah.
Okay, lock it down.
All right.
I tell you this,
Good.
Tim.
Now you're making progress, Riley.
Okay.
Get in there with the shrink.
I tell you this, Tim. I want to get my check on schedule, man, and I do not wish for you to be so hateful. I am going to take the curse off of you all.
Thank you.
Cannot do it for the next 48 hours.
Why?
So maybe we'll all be gone and all opportunity will be gone.
Yeah, if anything happens to us because of your curse, you're fucked because
Offers
we're
off
the
the
only one
table.
hiring you.
Give me 48 hours. I am going to rescind it. Nonetheless, as best I can, because I was very angry, and
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Could you put a rush order on that, please?
Yeah, we need the curse off us.
Riley, should I cancel my helicopter ride this afternoon?
Yeah, I wouldn't be going up in college.
All right, Riley, this is good. Now, this is progress.
Listen to me.
Yeah.
Gentlemen.
You're not out of...
As hard as it is for me to admit, I need you as much as you need me.
then you're fucked.
We have a world to save. And I will not harm or hurt you. I love you, but
That's some kind of love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Riley, listen to me. Riley, just listen to me. Listen to me. Stop talking for a minute.
Yeah.
You got to get in there with the shrink and listen and understand what you did wrong and then come to a conclusion.
Well, yeah, I tried to pay rent.
All right, wait a minute. Just talk this over with the shrink.
Yeah, you don't talk to
Because
us,
you're
talk to the
not
shrink.
Yeah,
getting
right,
it
right.
clear.
You still have to make sense to the shrink. You got to pass the shrink's test.
Can I get your word that you will help me with a few extra hours?
No, you cannot get my word.
You can't handle the 1 hour that you have.
Is
Maybe
that
it should be a
right?
half-hour show.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think we should
stop.
reduce
15
your
minutes.
hours. Yeah, a 10-minute show.
$10.
Riley, don't start negotiating hours.
To do that.
Prove you can do that 1 hour.
Prove he can do anything.
Oh,
We're
so-
interested in hiring you for an hour.
So I cannot do an hour?
Yes. If
Well,
you pass the shrink's test, you've got to listen to the shrink and make sure the shrink thinks you're sane enough to come back and do the show.
What you are doing to me, son,
Yes.
will reverberate through the history of your time, your family, your progeny, and everything.
Ah, here we go.
Are you
Back to
back to
threatening.
cursing us
Are the
again?
cur- is-
All I'm saying
Is the curse back on?
that you are trying to reduce me to a beetle bug or something.
All right, I give up. I give up. If you want to do you want to do the shrink thing or not?
Okay, let's do it.
All right.
All right.
All right. We'll see. We're going to give
Next
you.
week.
Tim is going to call you and try and set it up for next week. Okay.
Let's do it, kid.
All right.
All
Later.
I'm saying
I got to
is,
go. I got to go.
If you ever do this again,
If we ever do, you threatening
if,
us?
No, if you ever do this again, you're fired. If you do this again.
well, no.
He is fired until he can redeem himself.
Right. By the way, you're still fired.
had any compassion,
You're still fired.
any decency about yourselves, you would not do a human being this way.
You are still fired. You better get in that shrink.
There's
and
a lot that the shrink needs to talk to you
Yeah,
about.
you got to get in there and really listen to that shrink.
If I'm not producing for you, son, then don't give me the job.
I told you, you can't do stuff that's illegal. You've got to be on the up and up, and you've got to go.
You could have, Robin could have
Oh,
given
come
me
on.
what
Here
you
we
think
go.
the white boy.
I don't think the shrink's going to be able to get through to him.
I
but
think there's a good chance the shrink is going to walk out crazy.
yeah. What shrink are you going to even get? What shrink can work with him?
Spend
I don't know, we'll find one.
All right.
and I could pay my rent.
All right. Thank you.
Talk to the shrink,
Talk to
Riley.
the shrink, Riley.
All right, take care.
All right, Riley, I'll talk to you later on today.
All right.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Tim excited about that.
You know, I don't hold out much hope for the shrink ever getting through to him. The guy doesn't fucking listen to a thing.
But
You
he'll
know.
filibuster for the whole hour.
Yeah.
And just
Right.
And blow it off.
Dr. Juberg, what would you know about bare knuckle fighting in the ring?
All I know is, I don't think this guy. I mean, I'm giving him a shot to try and figure out what he did wrong to lose his job, but I don't hold out much hope. But I think the shrink thing is a good attempt to try to
Well,
get him
it's the
back.
only option you have to try
Yeah.
to get him.
we all
back
tried.
on the air.
Everybody's
You know.
tried.
I know. I have a feeling, and I don't want to ruin this, but I
Are
have
you cursing him now?
I have a feeling the shrink's going to end up cursed.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I think. I think that's what
Right,
the
the
outcome
curse will
is.
just spread.
We're, of course, this might be a stupid question, but of course, this shrink thing is on the air, right?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely.
Shrink is a show.
You
For no other reason.
Excuse me, I lost my senses for a second.
Tim, what are the chances that Riley's going to get his show back?
It's up to him. Slim and none, if it were up to me.
So what exactly has to happen? He's going to go on Meet the Shrink?
We're going to have him go on Meet the Shrink. He's going to go through a series of questions, and we'll see just whether he understands whether what he did was right or wrong. And if he gets it, and we feel that he really understands it, then we might give him another chance.
So does that guarantee that he's going to get another show if he passes?
Nothing's guaranteed, but we'll see where it goes. We'll give him a chance. We'll give him a chance.
So up until this time, you can't convince him that for what he did was wrong? Howard can't.
I don't know if he really understands it. That's why I gave him a second chance and I talked to him, because I wanted to know, and because first of all, he's not a radio guy, and I thought, well, I'll explain it to him and see if he gets it. And he heard what I said, and he acknowledged what I said, and he goes on the air and he does it again. So to me, he's just he doesn't get it.
Anybody. This is why you got fired. This is why you got fired. You don't listen.
Right, I'm fired.
Yeah, you're
Son,
fired.
I'm gone. I will not be forgotten.
Sure you will. 2 weeks from now, you'll be forgotten.
You think because you are the golden Jew and she is the gilded negress that I'm gone forever?
But where are you? Who's going to give you a job on the radio?
And, okay.
You have.
are saying,
I'm the only one.
no, you are saying,
I'm the only guy who's crazy enough to work with you.
look,
You're a bigger pain in the ass than anyone on this channel.
even as I speak,
Bub is easy. Pharrell is easy. You're a fucking pain in the ass.
Al-Qaeda is building a dirty bomb to drop on Tel Aviv because of the dirtness within your heart.
Who will hire you? Fox Business Channel?
All you need
Yeah, he's going to be Imus's new sidekick.
Yeah. Who's going to hire you? Fox Business Channel?
all you need to do
Yeah.
is be a decent human being,
Riley,
which you are not.
would you listen for a moment?
And Artie is now in with you because he's a fat fuck.
He's cursed
That's
too.
trying to gain
I thought you liked him.
What happened?
with you dirty motherfuckers.
What, I mean, now can I get my $40 back for the symbol? I'm the only guy who paid for the fucking thing.
Send it back to me, Artie.
No, but that's ridiculous, Riley. I want to get on the mothership. But what the fuck?
Back to me. No, you don't believe, and they don't.
He paid.
They don't believe.
He
because
paid.
They think that we are super Jews.
If I can't get on that fucking mothership, dude, there's going to be some trouble at the door.
It's going to be legal trouble.
Yeah.
No, fine. But what I'm saying is,
You said if he bought that symbol.
I've given people all the love.
You said if he bought the symbol. How does the producer even stay awake to listen to Riley during that show of
I think
his?
you have to be an animal trainer.
I heard Riley does his show lying on his couch with a wet rag over his face.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, we've gone out of our way to make it easy for Riley. We let him do it out of his house. He doesn't have to come into Manhattan.
Well, that was the first problem. He's out of control. He's in his own environment.
Yeah, and he gets paid like $200. I mean, which is 200 more bucks than he's ever gotten.
Right. And the station has to hire people and pay them to go out to Riley's house.
Can I audition for the show, Howard?
No. There's only one Riley.
What do you think of that technology, Howard? Because everybody seems like Spider Harrison was telling me he does both of his shows
I think it's the end of radio.
from his home. So you would totally never consider that.
Absolutely not. You know, there's a lot of guys now who do the show out of the house. I think like Rush Limbaugh does it out of his
Jay
house.
Thomas.
Jay Thomas does it out of
Jay
his house.
Thomas, the whole show is in different places.
Yeah, like Jay's in one location in wherever he lives in L.A., and then there's like his co-host, I think, is in some other location. Then there's a third person in another
Julie
location.
is here.
Yeah. And Jay was even saying to me, well, I don't understand why you don't work that way. It's so great. You don't have to leave
why do
the
you
house.
have to be with people?
I'm telling you, as a guy who's done radio all these years, and call me old school, you got to get up, you got to come in, you got to look at everyone in the face. It really helps when I can look over at people and say, okay, calm down here, come on in here, talk to people eye to eye, see my guests.
Well, I was saying, Jay is so wonderful on this show, but he's here.
I wouldn't have Jay on if he was on a microphone somewhere. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Riley.
What?
Oh, my God.
Lower your radio.
Turn down the radio.
Are you with me?
Yeah, I'm with you.
All right. Now, I'm going to try and talk to you. If you start filibustering, I can't keep you on the line. He starts doing the commercial again.
I know. And he said before, Tim told me not to do this, but I'm doing it anyway.
Right. Where is that commercial? I want to play it.
Yeah, I got to know.
Yeah, I thought he was just trying to be cute.
Doing business.
No, and you know what? So I even went to. I feel bad that Riley's gone. I
mean,
really,
I'm going to miss him.
Well, I said to Tim, is there a way? I said, what if Riley went into therapy on Meet the Shrink?
Uh-huh.
Like if he went on the radio, talked to a qualified therapist, and then the therapist gets through to him, and Riley understands that it's a matter of trust and honesty and that legally he can't do this. What if he could be rehabilitated on Meet the Shrink? And so Tim went to the attorneys.
Oh.
And they agreed that they would allow him on Meet the Shrink, and if he could come to some sort of understanding, because he refuses to admit that he did anything wrong.
Right, yeah.
He's like, you fuckers, you're so cheap.
He says you were looking for a way to fire him.
Right. I mean, that's a good way.
That's the
Well,
best.
Trevor's trying to snooker a jig.
So if I ever get to speak to Riley again, I'm going to say to him, are you willing to go on Meet the Shrink? And if the shrink gives you a clean bill of health,
Oh, forget
you
it.
can come back.
Why can't he do like a Sal apology?
Because it won't be sincere.
Yeah, he doesn't. You see, the problem is he doesn't. I think a shrink maybe could get him to understand that he did something wrong.
This is Riley Martin for Juan's Pot Delivery Service.
You know Juan.
Juan will get it to you within a half an hour, or you get a free lid.
What about one?
Shout out to
Now do you understand why Riley just can't be on the radio doing that stuff?
But I don't know how he does it, because doesn't he have a producer
Yeah.
standing there with him?
Yeah, but
how
that-
does he manage
the
it?
first time the producer didn't know it wasn't a paid spot, I guess. And then the second time when the producer did know, he hit the dump button. He didn't allow it on.
Sounds like the producer's slacking.
And then they pulled Riley off the air. First of all, how did,
Howard.
Now, I know you hate me, but I
Robin, listen
really
to me.
want to see you
Listen
back
to
here.
me. I've always loved you.
no, you said horrible things to Robin
You
yesterday.
cursed me.
You put a
I
curse
have.
on her. You put a curse on her.
The only reason I said it is because I loved her.
Yeah, but you-
And
but
because I
Riley.
expect more of her. You people would not have the world to get the information that may be the saving of humankind because I tried to pay the rent.
Who is this
One
curse?
time.
Who is the curse on? Me and Robin, right?
Son, I cannot take it off you for 48 more hours.
Yeah, and what
It's
about
me, you, and I think Tim.
Tim? Yeah.
Tim and his prudency, because he, I asked him, he said, I'll help you, Riley. And I said, well, they're going on vacation for like 3 weeks and shit. Can
we
you give
heard
me a
all that.
couple of hours?
Yeah, Riley, we're not talking about that.
He did nothing.
Is the curse on Beth as well?
And I'm telling him, hey man, I live in New Jersey. $400 a week is not keeping me afloat.
400. I thought it was 200.
Yeah,
Where
how
did he get
you
all
up
that?
to 400?
Right.
Tim, reduce his salary.
You're rolling in it.
In your hands.
Is the
It
curse?
would be 200.
Is-
If it was in this little ancient mama ass bitch's hand,
The one you
it
love?
would be less than that.
Is the
You
curse?
understand? All I'm saying is, you people don't realize what you've done. You think talking about dumping loads on each other, vulgarity is the only thing in existence whatsoever when I am trying to give you information that may save your wretched life.
See, you're filibustering.
You're not listening.
You don't listen to any. Let's go to Mark. Mark, you're on the air. Hi.
Hey, did you warn Beth about the Riley curse? Because she knows she got that breakout thing on her face going. You know, she doesn't like zits or anything, so you might want to warn her about that.
I don't think Riley put a curse on Beth. He put the curse on me and Robin.
I don't know. He kind of goes after the family, too.
Oh. Yeah, it wasn't clear. Riley wasn't real clear. So it turns out Tim had to fire Riley from his show, the Riley Martin
Is
show.
it a real firing? Is it for good?
Well, yeah, in the sense that,
You know, I mean, couldn't we have gone to a suspension?
well, here's the problem with Riley. So Tim found out that Riley was selling his own commercials during
and
the
I
show.
want to hear those commercials. Who was the guy?
I don't know.
Commercials
I
for
think he was
Riley.
just being a little bit rebellious because...
Wait, hold it. Let me tell you why that's wrong.
Yeah.
From a business standpoint, you're not allowed to do that. You have to log all commercials. You understand? It's a legal thing.
Right.
It's not a question of like Tim doesn't like
Right,
Riley.
and the company has no idea what Riley is selling.
Right. So, yeah, another thing is if Riley does a commercial, and let's say it's for a product that's less than reputable, and you go out and buy it, the station's responsible. In other words, there's like 20 million legal problems with it. So Tim, most guys would just get fired for doing that. I mean,
Like Shrink the Reen?
right. So a lot of Shrink the Reen's a very excellent
reputable product.
Very reputable. You know what? My ass doesn't smell.
Oh, I started putting dryer sheets like ass napkin up my ass. Now my farts smell like beautiful.
So anyway, the whole deal is that, so Tim, I thought in a really nice way, went to Riley and said, Riley, I guess you don't know all the rules of radio. Let me explain to you that you can't start selling your own commercials. And he was like, listen, motherfucker, you don't pay me enough, and I need to eat and get a roof over my head.
Rent.
And Tim was like, well, that's not our problem. You can't do this. Do you understand? Yeah, I understand. Okay, can I trust you that you won't do this? Yeah, trust. So the next week, Riley comes.
Like Madonna, I told him. I thought Cher was. I always thought that was a good one.
You know who I said? Michelle Obama.
See,
what do you
why
think
not?
of that?
Why not?
Why not?
She's a winner.
Yeah,
She must
she's a
know
winner.
something.
I mean, had Obama lost the election, I would have said no. But I think this would be Madonna's time to enter the arena of judging.
I think so. I think so. And I mean, everybody else is out there. It's like the thing to do right now. So,
do you think Howie will be back?
I want him to.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's fun, but who knows? It's like they always treat him like this every year. They make him win.
Really?
It's not nice.
Is that right? Yeah, that does seem kind of mean.
See, they got to hire me early because I got to go out and do all the auditions. So I'm usually like the one that's like, we know you're coming back.
Oh, so you've been working already?
Yeah, well, technically this year they're trying to switch it up a little bit, and you know they're going to take me out a little bit. They're giving me these 2 months off, but top of the year we're going out. But they're auditioning right now.
Right. So you're out there doing the auditions.
Yeah, like, hey, welcome to this city. They throw me off a building, something crazy.
Yeah, I always felt bad for you.
Yeah, why do they do that stuff?
I think it's racist. I think it is. NBC's little inside joke.
Yeah, they got a black guy and they throw him off of, like, they put him on mountains and all that kind of stuff.
It's always how they say, like, the black weatherman, they always put him in the worst environments.
Yeah, I'm in a hurricane. But it does seem to me like you're now busier than ever. When I read about you signing with America's Got Talent, part of the package, which I don't even I think you get it's called a first look deal. Yeah. So if your production company makes some sort of show, you go to them first.
Yeah, and it's almost like because of that they give me, you know, money and overhead and stuff. It's like we want all your good ideas first before anyone else.
I see. So they give you a couple of bucks and they say we're going to put this toward your production company, but because we're giving you money, you have to bring us every one of your ideas first.
Yes.
Have you brought them ideas already?
Oh yeah, we got a lot of good stuff in the works.
So you got a whole production company, and you got a bunch of you want to get into all that crap.
That's the thing, man. I think I've always been one of those guys who loved behind the scenes and really producing and writing and directing, and you know it's just been, you know, an added bonus that I could be in front of the camera, but I've always loved to create.
Were you a child actor?
People always say that. Not really. I got in the game. I was doing stand-up as a teenager. I started like really doing, you know, the Comedy Store and the Improv professionally at like 15.
Really?
And then I didn't get on camera though till I was 18, and I graduated high school and all of that.
Why do people think you were a child actor for some reason?
Because I look like a child.
You act like you behave like a child.
You act like one.
Yeah.
And because of the Nickelodeon thing. I mean, because I was 18 on Nickelodeon.
I see.
And so, and like everybody else probably was a little younger, and I played a little younger, so they thought I was a child, but I was an adult.
15, you go up on stage and you start doing, Yeah,
so it was crazy. I mean, and I feel like I've been in the game for quite some time, especially the stand-up game. I mean, because I came up with a lot of the cats that have, you know, been doing it for 20 years, so it's like that's always been my life.
Were you shitty at it at first?
I never thought I was. I was always that kid comic that, you know, like was a breath of fresh air and was talking about, you know, detention and being, you know, late for class. So, like, everybody laughed because they thought I was cute opposed to, like, being, but, you know, I kind of honed my skills as I got a little older and was like, all right, if this is what I'm going to do in my life, I got to be the best.
And what happened? At 18, you go take an audition for Nickelodeon and it's a hit?
Actually, not even that. It was one of those things where I created an opportunity for myself again. I went out there and somebody saw me, you know, my manager saw me in the comedy club, and then I became the warm-up for all the Nickelodeon shows. So it's like the guy that's like entertaining the audience while they're switching the sets around and waiting for the actors to come out.
I always feel bad for that guy. It just seems like an insufferable job.
Right, like really the warm-up on AGT is great. You know what I mean? Like having to entertain all of those people while we're like in the back
It's like hosting a bar mitzvah or something every day. It's just awful.
So I had to do that at like 16.
Yeah.
And then from there I was watching, you know, the tapings. Like, man, I could do this stuff. So I started to write, and I became a staff writer for Nickelodeon, like the youngest staff writer in television. And then from there I just was a writer, comedian, and I was happy with being that until I ended up writing my own television show. I wrote a pilot for myself and actually sold it to Will Smith and his company.
Right.
And then that, you know, because I was associated with Will Smith, it was like, yo, this is the next kid, and started blowing up from
Isn't
there.
that family annoying, that Will Smith family? I mean, seriously, with their kids. And
I love them, man.
Yeah, but they're all famous.
And great and powerful, and the energy.
Are you going to do that with your kids?
Hell no.
No, you're going to keep them. You know what? I don't even see your kids around that much. You know, I mean, I think you're doing a good
Well,
job.
they're still young.
Yeah, but you know how certain people always have their kids out in front of the
babies in
camera.
the
Personally, now
Yeah.
my wife might, beg to differ, have a different opinion, but I don't want my children to be in entertainment whatsoever.
Yeah, you know, it wouldn't be
Well,
bad.
Mariah wants them to sing.
I don't. I want if they have the ability to
Right.
sing.
Yeah.
Let them do it when they're 18.
Yeah, sing in the high school play.
Absolutely.
But don't try to make this a career.
Do you have arguments with your wife about that?
Not really. Not yet. But I don't think we will because she kind of feels the same way too. She obviously wants her kids to do what she does, but no one wants to live in. That's like Michael Jordan's son playing basketball. Like, why would you even set yourself up for that?
Is it hard being a father in a marriage with a woman so powerful? Because a father's job, in my opinion, is sometimes to step in,
Right.
and say, hey, enough of this nonsense.
I don't think, you know what? In the house, my wife is like, our roles in the house are exactly that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm the disciplinarian when it comes to the kids and like I final say so everything. It's weird because I always say I wish people did. We did do a reality show, but we would never do one. But
would you do
people,
one?
Nah,
I'd
absolutely
watch
not.
that. Oh, just to
but it's
see
like,
you
what people
with
would
Mariah
have to see
Carey?
what goes on in our house. It's actually, it would be one of those good PR moves if we were trying to do that because we live a normal life.
But didn't Mariah criticize you because you went on Twitter and you said in your Twitter account?
I'm glad you bring this up because I've been wanting to talk about
Good.
this.
You said in your Twitter account, hey, you know what? If people only knew what was going on, you kind of criticized her as a mother. You said, I'm the one doing all the diapers. I'm the one doing all the work. And Mariah's sort of not around to do
What
these
is she
things.
doing?
No,
What does she do? And you said she's a diva in the house.
No, this is what I said.
And she said, I'm going to take away your Twitter account.
I wish she would. No.
She could punish you like a kid.
No, this is what happened. I went on Anderson Cooper and he asked who changed more diapers, and I said me because I do.
Right.
And it's not like Mariah does way more stuff with the kids than I do. She just don't like changing diapers.
Well,
so I said that, and then this rumor in the Inquirer said that she was going to take my Twitter account away, like I was on punishment or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Like,
No
nah,
more
it's-
internet for you.
Yeah, it's never that.
Is that the hard? But is that the hardest part about being married to a woman that successful? I mean, it's almost like you've
I
got your
love
own
it.
success. Yes, but it's still like, oh, Nick, you're sort of marginalized. Mariah calls the shots. You're like a fucking asshole who kind of hangs out there and gets
Just
to
hanging
occasionally.
around.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, I think I might get a little annoyed by that.
I mean, Howard, you've hung out with us. It's not like that. It's like a normal, like, I don't see that. So when I hear that in the media, it's funny because it's not true. If it was true, something like that, it would really bother me. Like, oh, I got to be the man. It's like, my wife plays the position well.
I saw, and I got a glimpse of the two of you because you came over to my house for dinner,
Yeah.
and you guys actually are a very strong couple, and you speak your mind, and it's great to see you happy. But I do notice that Mariah's the show. She
Absolutely.
carries on constantly.
You know
it's
what
all
I say?
about her, and you sit very quietly.
I always say when she turns hers on, I turn mine off.
You do. I saw it.
Whenever I have, my stages where I can do what I need to do, and when we're together, so there is no conflict. It's like, yo, I love my wife. I want her to shine wherever I am.
The fact
So
that
there's no competition with you?
Never.
in
I
that
don't even
whole
think I could compete with that. All that glamour
it
and
is
diva-ness.
yes, but it is. But sometimes I think you're embarrassed by the diva-ness. Like you get embarrassed by your
Really?
wealth now. I see you get embarrassed.
Well, because I try to be a humble dude.
You were embarrassed to be renting a house in the Hamptons. You rented this fabulous house. You were embarrassed by you pull up in a fancy car. You're embarrassed by your wealth.
Probably not by the car so much. I like
the
cars.
car was beautiful. But I'm saying you are self-conscious. You cringe a little bit because you're doing a lot of fancy stuff you never thought you'd be doing in your life.
I mean, you have to deal with the same thing because we are people. Like we like to be
of the people.
Of the people.
And
Right.
to have to be like, all right,
I'm sick of being with the people. I was with the people my whole life.
But I try to downplay it, but sometimes you can't. So, but I want to be a regular dude. Like I want to raise my kids in a regular way.
But is it particularly hard also for a black man? Because you know that a lot of brothers are looking at you and saying, oh, man, look at Nick. He's not one of us.
Oh, no,
He
they
lives
jealous.
he lives
They
in a-
wish they had.
Yeah.
I'm married to Mariah Carey. It's the greatest thing ever.
I get a lot of, like, when I run into friends that I grew up with, I grew up in a very poor neighborhood. They're
Right.
like, well, look at you, big shot. But it's like you get a little bit embarrassed, yes?
I wouldn't say embarrassed is the right word. I mean, because you just want to be able to still do everything that you always done. You don't ever want to change because people automatically think like, oh, you think you this now or you that now, so you can't come hang with us no more. And I love you know, I was at a LA Mission the other day just hanging out outside with the people who are like that. I'm that dude. Like I like doing
because
that.
Isn't that necessary? If you're a stand-up comedian and you're going to produce show, you got to be in touch with people.
You have to. Soon, that's what happens to a lot of these comics, man. Like they get all of this money and then they go behind all of these big gates and, you know, lock the doors, and then they're no longer in touch with people, so they're no longer funny.
And when you say
that's what I think
show,
happened to Eddie Murphy, because Eddie Murphy won't make a peep now.
No, you can't find Eddie anywhere.
And he's man, I'm the biggest Eddie Murphy fan in the world, and I just want him to just come out and just talk shit to everybody.
Yeah, he doesn't do it anymore.
I think he's gonna come back though.
He went very Hollywood. He went very Hollywood.
I want him to come on my show. I do this show, you know, I got a show on MTV called Wildin' Out that we're bringing back, and it's all about like the hip hop version of Whose Line Is It Anyway, and we just roast everybody.
Is Cat Williams going to be a part of it?
We want him to be.
I mean, has he gone berserk? He's gone berserk.
I wouldn't say berserk. That's a close friend of mine.
I know Cat.
And I want to like go find him. Like I'm sending out a search party.
What's going on with him? I keep reading reports that he's starting fights with people. He's
whooping,
going nuts.
Like if you go to Cat Williams show, you might get your ass whooped.
He started fighting with the people in the audience. He called them up on the stage and wanted to beat the shit out of them.
He hit somebody with a microphone.
He did. I know.
Right.
So
and the other day I read that he was on a 3-wheel motorcycle running from the cops. What is going on?
Hey, I want them. I don't know. I think it's another one of those things. I actually don't think it's drugs.
Right.
I think it's one of those things where I call it access to excess. When you give someone too much of something, whether it's power or something, they just spiral out of control until it no longer.
I mean, when the audience starts bringing bodyguards, you know it's crazy, right? It's a whole backward thing. You know, you're right when you say that a reality show of you and Mariah would probably be the biggest show ever.
We would never do it, though.
I know that,
but it would be.
I mean, you've admitted to me that, I mean, on the air, that you make love to Mariah's music. That, in other words,
absolutely.
And you masturbate to Mariah's music
when she's not there.
That's unbelievable to me. I mean, you know what I like about you?
What's your favorite song?
Hero.
I thought she was singing that to me. You know how delusional I am? Robin and I once, after my movie came out, I received the Blockbuster Newcomer of the Year.
Right.
And I was 40-something years old. I was a Newcomer of the Year. And Mariah actually opened the show with Hero.
Right.
And she came out and she was singing it. I said, Robin, she's singing it to me.
To you.
I guess that's a good singer. Makes you feel. No, I think she's really into me. She's singing
everyone
to me.
felt that.
Yeah, and I feel like such a douche because I realized she wasn't there.
Everyone was feeling the same way.
Your wife's out of town and you will masturbate to her.
Why not? Don't you masturbate to your wife?
Yeah, but not
She's
to her
just
singing.
not a singer.
She cannot sing a lick. Although I think it's charming. But I mean, so you'll put on Hero and you will get some lotion.
I don't light candles and turn up. You know, sometimes you got to be reminded of what's at home.
I always would say to Howie and Sharon, I wonder what Nick does in his dressing room. Now I really.
You know, when you hear Mariah playing, it's going down.
But is it weird to make love to your wife while Mariah's music is going?
Nah, we don't. I mean, it's not like that's the thing. Like, really, I mean, you're married. You know how that goes. Sometimes there's special nights where you turn the music on, and sometimes it's the morning you roll over and get it popping. So.
Has Mariah ever walked in on you jerking off to her music? Because I think she would divorce. Has she actually seen that?
You don't think she would be turned on by that?
I don't know. You know, because I think about you. And
masturbate?
No. Only when you sing. I was thinking about you, and I was thinking about the list of.
Here you go.
No, the list of. I mean, it's got to be hard for Nick Cannon to be a married man on some level, because you were dating some of the. You were on a mad tear.
Yeah, I was getting it in, but you know what? I feel like my wife was. Like, that was it for me. Like, that was my dream girl. So all those other girls were great, but...
Was Mariah creeped out by you when she first met you, in the sense that you go, you're my dream girl? I used to have posters of you on the wall. I mean, because some women would be put off by that.
I think she liked it. I mean, the fact that, someone that... I admired her from afar. And then, I mean, if I was a creepy dude,
right,
probably. But the fact that I was truly a fan of hers, I mean, every entertainer loves someone who really appreciates their craft.
But that does wear off after a while.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
I mean, there had to be something real there. I mean, because if you're so enamored, if you literally were the little kid, gazing at her poster and stuff.
Right.
I mean, that can't last, that marriage, right?
No, I mean, but that, yeah, because that's the surface of it. But then once it kind of became about our real connection, then that's where it is.
Where were you at in your life when you were dating Kim Kardashian? Where were you?
In a dark place.
Were you?
Nah. It was a great time. I was one of those dudes, man, that it was just...
women came easy to you.
Yeah, and
well,
it was fun.
When you took off your shirt on AGT, I went, who the hell knew this guy was so ripped?
I try to keep it on the low. Well, besides my Twitter page, I'm naked on there. But
because when I would watch you on America's Got Talent before I joined, I'd say, you know what? I think I could beat Nick's ass. I think I could really kick his ass. And I was kind of proud of myself. And then when I saw you with your shirt, I said, this motherfucker will beat the shit out of me.
They never see you coming. That's the best way.
You're a boxer too.
A little bit. I wouldn't call myself a boxer, but that's how I train.
But you would whip my ass very quickly,
Probably
right?
Quickly, real quick.
Wow. Because you know what? You're very unassuming.
That's what my entire career is that. That's I like to play, play the back, and then when I get my opportunity, that's when I
It's true. People go, Nick Cannon, what is it? Meanwhile, you're building up. You got the radio thing. You got an empire going.
That's how you do it. Because if you try to throw it out there like, hey, look at me, then those are the people who fall the fastest.
And when a lot of people would probably look at you and go, he can't get shit for girls and this, and then all of a sudden you're dating Nicole Scherzinger, who I think. Honestly, why,
Here we go.
How do you leave a girl like? I mean, is she such an asshole that
for
like,
Mariah?
You were dating Nicole.
Oh my!
And you went.
What do you mean? Oh my,
what do you mean,
Robin?
Oh my?
Well, I mean, for Nicole, it's an oh my.
Oh, I feel better.
I know. I actually feel horrible about that. The fact that you're bringing this up is really.
I didn't know you were dating Nicole and you met Mariah.
Yes. Well, I had already knew Mariah.
Were you in love with Nicole?
Nah, I wasn't in love, but I was in a deep state of likingness.
Oh, yeah.
Who was the one you got engaged on TV or something?
Who the
was
hell is
that?
Why y'all keep bringing up this stuff?
Who'd you get engaged to TV?
The Victoria's Secrets model.
Wow. So you were in love with her?
I guess I was I fall in love with being in love. Like I did this whole, I proposed to her in Times Square in front of the Jumbotron. I'm a hopeless romantic. I don't know. I wanted to be in love with her, but
I'm in love with her. I don't even know who she
is. Exactly.
I mean, wow, what a tear you were on.
I was.
Who was?
But I was always respectful. I was honest. That's the thing you have to.
Were you getting a lot of pussy in high school?
I was a nerd in high school, but I knew how to talk to women.
But when you got the stand-up thing going and you started in show business.
I was always funny, and I always liked women that were older than me.
So you were with Kim Kardashian before all this fame of hers, right?
Yeah, right, before.
How'd you meet a broad like that?
Before the tape?
Who came first?
I think I met her, it was, Ray J had dated her, but nobody knew about the tape.
Like, Ray J's the guy who fucked her on tape.
Yeah, and then, the whole tape thing kind of came out while
you were dating
her.
her.
I broke out and then got engaged to a Victoria's Secret model.
Well, let me understand this. You're dating Kim Kardashian.
Right.
You knew that she went out with Ray J, but you're like, oh, no big deal.
he was my man. We was cool.
But all of a sudden, you're the guy she's dating when this tape comes out, and it's a porn tape.
Yo, how about this, right?
Yeah.
So we're in Beverly Hills, and it's me and Kim, and then Ray J's across the street, and he looks at me and tells me because they're not speaking, and he's like, "Yo, I'm telling you, you think you're having a good time now, but all of that's about to change." And I'm thinking he's warning me she's crazy or something.
Right.
He's letting me know he's about to release this tape, and the world's going to see.
Oh, my God.
But then I he's my friend. I took his advice, and I was like, you know what, let me ease back off of this.
Well, before the tape came out, had you and Kim taped at all? Did you guys get into that? It wouldn't be great.
Not that I know
tape. So you know what? I got to tell you, I would be exactly like you. If I'm dating a woman, and she's hot and all that,
yeah,
and all of a sudden a sex tape comes out of her, I'm out the door.
See,
because it would freak me out.
Yeah, it did that.
But is that hypocritical of us?
Yes, but come on. First of all, I was never in a relationship with her. We were just kind of
dating.
And then this was my issue. We talked about this tape, because yo, people are telling me you got a tape coming out, and she told me there was no tape.
Oh.
And that's so the real. If she might have been honest with me,
right,
then I might have
Different.
tried to hold her down and be like, "Look, that was before me, and she's a great girl." Because she is a great girl.
Right.
She's actually one of the nicest people you'll ever meet. But the fact that she lied and told me that there was no tape when there was a tape that came out, and like I still think she might even had a part to play in it. Like,
I do too.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
She put it on. Like she told me, like, I would never do anything like that. That would never happen. And then she was like, well, one time. And then she's like, but I still have it. And then
so she admitted it to you after it all came out.
After it came out.
And that was her way of getting famous in a weird way. She's the world's most famous porn star in a sense.
If
when
you want
think
to put
about
it, I think she's a great businesswoman, if you ask me.
Well, I think you're right. You know, I was saying on the air the other day, I never cared about Ryan Seacrest, but isn't it remarkable that he knew to take this girl and put her on TV? Because it's why didn't
I could have produced that show.
Yeah, why didn't you?
I was going to. I was the one, like, because they have their family dynamic is actually really amazing, and that's why they've become so popular.
With Bruce Jenner.
Yeah, and
I
was like, yo, you guys need to do a show, and I had a
Did you say
deal.
that?
Yeah, I had a deal at the time and everything. But
you did?
Once we kind of went separate ways, I thought that would have been bad.
You mean to tell me when you were dating her, you realized, hey, this family should be on TV?
Absolutely.
How do you know that?
Because
she's a nobody, and you knew it.
Well, I mean, obviously you had the whole OJ thing, and then the fact that
the
they
Kardashian name was known.
That's
true.
Yeah,
and then they were just, she was Paris Hilton's best friend at the time, and Paris was Artie. I was like, when are you guys doing the show about your family? I mean, Kris Jenner is an amazing
And you
woman.
had them signed?
No, we were all talking about it, and then the whole thing went the other way.
You blew it.
I blew
And
it.
then
Well, I got other shows,
Yeah,
Howard.
but that's one that got away.
That is one that got away. For the better, though, because I don't think I would be in the situation I am now, because my wife probably would have been like, I'm not messing with that dude.
Yeah, but isn't that a hard thing to produce? I mean, putting up with these families and the
when you're a television producer, there's a lot of stuff. There's some shows that we're developing now.
How many shows you got?
Right now, we're kind of like half a dozen that we have going. So
I was involved in that, and I had a lot of shows in production. I had like 9 shows. And there was no way to make money with these shows.
You know what it is? It's about it's like obviously having the ability and the power in Hollywood, and then you get that one that's out of here, and that they need you, so then they have to pay you, and that's when the big bucks come.
Yeah, I put that all aside, but there's a show that I actually had developed, and then some studio just came to me and said, oh, we want to buy that. So I think I might get back into a little bit.
You and I want to produce with you, Howard. Let's make some TV.
Well, let's find. Why don't you fuck one of these Kim Kardashian types?
I can't do that anymore.
Oh, that's right.
Or we could, since we're both married,
yes,
we could both do something like that, like the married guys like day off or something.
But the Kim Kardashian. Then you go to Nicole Scherzinger?
Yeah.
She's the next girl you date?
Not the next one.
Where do you meet a girl?
Somewhere
how do you meet her?
L.A.
Oh, my God.
But I actually knew her for quite some time, too. It's a small community in L.A.
See, you're smart in a way, because I would fall in love with a girl like that, because she's so fucking hot to me. I mean, so there must be something wrong with her. Explain to me what it is.
Nothing wrong with it.
No, there's something that just flags something.
Maybe there's something wrong with Nick. How come we always say the
maybe
girl
there's something
has
wrong
that?
with you.
I'm just saying.
Be married, man, I'm doing well.
Why do so many guys dump Nicole Scherzinger?
Oh,
I don't think they do. I think she's been in a relationship for quite some time.
Who's she
now.
with?
The race car driver dude.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Is she incredible in bed, or is she bad in bed, Nick?
It was a while ago, but it was
bad.
No.
What would it be?
She's just good. Like all.
Is Kim Kardashian good?
Yeah.
She seems very loving.
She's very nurturing. Let's go there.
And Nicole what is the problem? Like, why didn't you fully commit to her?
It had nothing to do with the sex life. It was more about, I honestly fell in love with my wife. That's why I said
Where'd you meet Mariah?
I met Mariah, it was weird because, being a fan, people would always ask me, who's your celebrity crush?
Right.
And I would say Mariah Carey, because that's that one where people are like, you could never get her. And people would say that to me all the time.
I would have said it to you.
Like, yeah, Mariah,
Howard tried
Halle
to date
Berry,
her. Did
all
you
of
tell
those.
him that?
What was that?
Howard tried to date her.
I know you had a thing for her, and then it went bad.
It went sour. It didn't go well.
You guys started going at each other's necks.
Yeah,
so,
we did.
But I was in.
I was mad at her.
Yeah,
that was the
like,
sexual
she doesn't want me,
tension.
I'm out.
I still can't accept you got her.
Everybody join the club. So but it was one of those things where at an award show, she actually walked past me with her entourage, and I was like, I heard all those nice things you've been saying about me. I was like, just give me a chance. I could prove to you.
How long does it take you to get into her pants?
Till we got married, man.
Bullshit. Is that
Stop
true?
it.
Real talk. That's why it happens. I was so used to women just throwing it at me that the one time
She
somebody
didn't bang
held
you.
back.
She did what? Hold it a second. Tell me
He's
the
not
truth.
being honest.
I put that on
Swear-
a stack of Bibles.
You swear to God.
I swear
You
to God.
didn't enter her until your wedding night.
Till the wedding night.
And
Get outta
she
here,
wanted to do
Nick.
that. But why would Mariah want that? Like, wouldn't she want to try out and see if there was chemistry between
Well, I
them?
think she kind of knew I was a sexy beast.
Are you
so.
guys very religious? Is that it? Is this a God thing?
We like to say spiritual, but it definitely that plays a part in it. Especially when you're going in for a marriage, you want to do it right. I mean, I definitely think marriage is something that is
Wow.
definitely anointed from God. So if you go into it the wrong way, so I appreciate. Now, of course, I was trying, but she
Were
was
ya?
like,
I mean,
"Nah,
'cause
I want
this
to
is
wait."
crazy.
That might be one of the reasons why
Wow.
we got married so fast.
What was how fast did you get married?
It was like a few weeks.
Was it really?
Yeah, I mean, it was like a
couple of
month and a
months?
half, 2 months.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You knew her a month and a half and you got married.
And I was like, I'm going in, Howard.
But did you trust yourself enough to really know her that well after a month and a half? Come on. I mean, that's a crazy.
I'll
that's
give
crazy.
you two things because celebrities are crazy. So it definitely there was like that crazy like, hey, we're on top of the world. We can do anything we want to do. There was
Right.
definitely that, but I feel like there was a solid foundation, like a real connection. Like, yo, I could spend the rest of my life with this woman. I would love for this woman to be the mother of my children.
It's a leap emotionally. Like, you just got to on faith, do something like that. But I bet you
Yeah.
don't recommend. I mean, I bet you if your kids grow up and they say, we're going to marry someone after knowing them a
I
month and a
just
half,
met, yeah.
you would probably be the first one to say, don't do it.
Don't do it because I mean that, like, as we all know, that wasn't the first time I was ever engaged.
Right.
So
But that's what I'm saying.
So again, me
Are you
being that
happy?
hopeless romantic, that being in love with being in love, but I found someone that I was equally yoked with, that I was able to say she loves the same things that I love in life, and I really wanted to make a marriage work, and she
Did anyone in your
deserved
life?
that.
Did anyone close to you in your life come to you and say, "Hey, you're crazy"? What?
Absolutely, everyone.
Who said it? Did your dad say it?
My dad said it.
I met your dad, by the way. I had a long conversation
You said
with him.
you think my dad's crazy.
He's got some crazy fucking ideas.
Really?
He gets a hold of me in the parking lot, and this guy walks up to me, nice guy. He starts talking to me, and we're having a conversation. I didn't even know he was your dad, and we're just
Right.
talking about shit. And he goes, "Listen, man," he goes, "I'm going to tell you something. OJ did not kill that woman."
Oh my God! This is what he brings up.
So I'm going, hey, that all of a sudden triggers something to me. I go, what the fuck am I doing here with this guy? Who is he? I go, who exactly are you? What do you do here? He goes, well, I'm Nick's dad. I go, all right, let me understand you. So I'm gonna let me see.
I'll entertain this for a minute.
Because this might help me get to know Nick a little bit and understand where he's coming from. And I'm talking to this dad, and he's got, I mean, this guy's no bullshit artist. He's got facts, figures like he's with the
He
FBI.
studies. My dad is one of those conspiracy theorists. Like, he's in his ministry, he's like the end of the world prophecy and an evangelist.
Do you think the world is ending, by the way?
Nah, I mean, on a spiritual
Does
level.
he think it's ending?
But he thinks it is. Like, I was a kid.
When's the next date that everything's gonna
Y2K,
end?
Like, we had water and Bibles and crosses. Like, I was that kid. So, but I mean, I understand it, and I definitely, think there's some validity there. But
Well,
I
he
don't
wouldn't let go of me. He was like, listen, man, I'm not bullshitting you. Get over here, and we start talking.
Why is OJ so important when the world's going to end?
Exactly.
To Nick's dad, it is like the most important
Because
thing.
he gets in that thing, like, the black man and all of that, and it's...
Does your dad get annoyed when the world doesn't end? Like, is he like, what the hell
I think
happened?
at this point, because every time it's supposed to end, it doesn't. So now he's kind of like, I'm not going to say nothing until it happens. Then I can be like, I told you.
Yeah, do you ever go up to him and go, Dad, like, can you get off this already? I mean, look, every time we thought it was happening, it
He's
didn't.
not as bad anymore. Now it's like even though he's like, things are changing, you know what I mean? Just stay close to your word and, put God first and whatever happens.
So when you were a kid, like, would your dad, like, literally, like, get like a bomb shelter somewhere and get set up with water and, like, canned goods and things?
Not that far, but it was crazy because he would be right about a lot of stuff. Like, I remember in, like, the mid-'80s, he was telling me about this thing called the internet and the information superhighway and this guy Al Gore, and then like to see like, oh my God, the guy he's about to be vice president, the guy with this internet thing. So he had some things right.
So even as crazy as you think your dad is, he knew not for you to marry Mariah after a week
in a
and
month.
half.
Yeah, no. People
Are you
would tell
close
me,
with your dad, or do you see him as
yeah,
like
me and my dad are real close. I mean,
does he drive you crazy in the sense?
Not really. I mean, he's only like 17 years older than me, and he's kind of in and out of my life, my entire life. So we got this cool relationship where
You're not angry with him for being in and out of your life?
Nah. I mean, I don't hold grudges. I mean, if I was going to be mad at somebody for things in the past, I'd be mad at everybody.
Did he come back into your life when you were rich?
Nah. A lot of people think that, but that's not what really happened. My dad he was always present even when he wasn't physically present. I mean, I was raised a lot by his mother, and you know, my parents were teenagers when they had me. So I spent some time living with my dad, like in my early, you know, adolescent years and preteen years, and then, you know, he established some good stuff, and then I went back out and went on. By the time I was 16, I was on my own anyway.
I haven't found a guest in the last year who spent any time with their father. It's remarkable.
Or anybody. They've all been raising themselves.
Yeah.
But see, I think that says something about celebrities and, you know, yearning for attention. And
your dad is more like your older brother than...
Yeah, pretty much. I call my grandparents my parents. It's always been that way.
You supporting everybody? Are you supporting...
I'm supporting everybody, but when people need help, help them out.
A lot of money.
But that's the purpose of having a lot of money. I mean, that's what I take pride in.
But can you say no to people? Can you say no?
Nah, I have a real problem saying no.
Your dad said no to you when you were young.
He didn't really say no, though, because he didn't have it. If he had it and was keeping it from me, then I'd probably be a little upset. But we was all broke. Let me nothing to go around.
Go back to this concept, Nick. By the way, we're sitting here with Nick Cannon, the host of America's Got Talent, and he's way more interesting than you knew, isn't it true? Now you get to know the real Nick.
I know, right? People.
And by the way, he does a great job on America. I've always said this. You do a great job on America.
Even before, it's interesting. Before you were on the show, you would like backhand compliment me. Like you would say I was doing all right, but then you would make fun of the way I talk.
Yeah, I make some fun of you.
But as you should. I got it. I was in on the joke.
But I really do appreciate what you do.
Thank you.
It's not an easy job. If you think it's easy, it's not.
Live television.
And what really moved me was when I saw you backstage with some of these little kids. And in a very real way, you know, people could grandstand with kids.
Right.
You don't do that.
Nah.
You walked up to the kid and you said, hey, things aren't so bad. And you spoke to him like an adult.
Yeah.
And it was real. And a couple of kids were really upset that you don't even see on TV.
Right, right.
And I saw you spend some time with them, and you were very, very kind to them, and very much thinking of them and not yourself.
Because this is what it's about. Like, I could care less about the cameras when it's that time, especially when you see some of these parents are a little creepy.
Yeah.
You kind of got to connect with the kid. Because I was there. I was a kid that was on these talent show circuits, and
Who put you in that? Your dad?
My dad. Yeah.
There he is again.
But I thank him for it.
He had a theory. He had a theory.
But you have to let them know this is not the end of the world, because they play it like $1 million. This could change your life, and they're hearing that all day long, and then they get on stage and they don't do well, so they think they're failures. And you got to talk to them and connect with them. You're like, this is a television show. You're more than this.
I saw you do it, and you did a beautiful thing. And I got to tell you something. I really was a little bit rocked there when I made that kid cry.
Yeah, I remember that.
Mo Money.
Mo Money. I'll never forget Mo Money. Cute
Right,
kid.
no one will ever forget.
You know, I said to Robin the other day, it's good because that kid was 5.
Right.
This year he'll be 6 if he comes back. I won't feel so bad making him cry. 5's a little young. 6.
He's a little tougher.
But you know, I went in there. Listen, if a parent's going to put a kid out there, what am I going to do?
It's the parents' fault.
Someone's got to tell the kid he has no talent.
I love the fact that kids come on the show, but when you see these parents, these stage moms, and it gets a little scary. So I try to connect with the kid. Like, look, there's other things in the world that are more important than you dancing on this stage.
So get back to this for 1 second, because I want to clear this up, because my audience will never forgive me if I don't.
All right.
You say you didn't have sex with your wife until you married her, which is remarkable in this day and age.
Right.
But certainly there's a courtship that goes on for a month and a half, and obviously you make out and stuff.
Yeah.
But do you get to finger her, or does she give you a hand job?
None of that.
What?
None of
that.
You didn't get a hand job or a blow job before?
Nah, because
so you didn't even know if your wife was good at blow jobs?
No, I mean, but it was Mariah Carey. I could care if Mariah Carey gave a bad blow job, I'm still going in. Like,
really?
It's like, like I didn't care. In my mind, like, I'm with it.
Your penis doesn't know it's Mariah Carey.
Either way, it's one of the most beautiful women to ever walk the planet.
Were you nervous your wedding night? Because here you're saying you did kiss.
I was excited.
Did you feel her up before the wedding?
Yeah,
A little bit.
You know, you make
over the
out
shirt.
Yeah, it was only over the shirt.
You never even touched her under the shirt.
Nah, but see, that's the thing.
Wow, this is so spiritual.
It was so different because, you know, my other, like, because, you know, we were jet setting and traveling and stuff, so I would be back home, like, be other chicks and stuff like that, but this was the one woman that was like, yo, none of that's going down. Did you feel like
maybe she could even be gay or something?
Nah, none of that. I knew what her values were, and I knew what, you know, when you think about my wife and, like, you know, her being married at a very young age for some time, so she went from really being a child to being married, and then had never experienced all of that craziness.
Does she badmouth her first? Does she badmouth her first husband?
Not at all.
Not at all. You don't hear that.
Not at all. We never even talk about it. Never comes up.
Right. That's not an issue.
Yeah. Like, speaks highly of him when, you know, as a businessman and how he ran records and all that.
Does she say, "Oh, but your penis is so much bigger"?
Absolutely. Absolutely. She better say that.
But you know what's weird about what she's saying in this day and age? I mean, not even. I mean, so there you are on your wedding night.
Right.
And it really is a true wedding night in every sense of the word. And Mariah walks out. Is she in a special outfit on your wedding night?
Absolutely. My wife, she has a lingerie closet. Like, that's her thing. Like, when it's time to get sexy, it goes down.
Really? So you know when she wants it?
Oh, yeah.
She'll walk in the room, Nick.
The lingerie, I told you, the music, the
Hero
candles.
goes on, that's it.
All that. Rainbows. It's crazy.
and she can arrange for rainbows? That is big.
She's very wealthy. So she walks in the room.
Yes.
High heels on, the whole look.
Whole shebang.
I love that.
Best night of my life.
Okay, so she walks in on the wedding night. She's in her trousseau.
Yes.
And if there is such a word.
Yes.
And so,
I don't know what that is, but
I don't
she was
either.
in it.
And she walks in it. And it would have been great, though, if, like, she pulled down her pants and had a penis or something.
Oh, man.
It would have been great. But, you know, or she had no vagina. Like, you know, something weird. Like,
yeah, she was like a Barbie doll.
Were you nervous on your wedding night?
I was excited. So it was just, I mean, obviously, it was the most amazing day ever. And then, you know, we were in our house in the Bahamas and stuff, and I was like, yo, this is
Was the
paradise.
sex awkward?
Nah, not really.
Really?
I mean, obviously, when it
first time
took a minute to get going, but you know, that's what they.
And did you say to yourself, "Uh-oh, I made a mistake" for just a brief second when it was awkward?
Nah, you just got to make sure. I had to make sure everybody, you know, the situation was comfortable. So I did everything I needed to do to make sure it was right.
Were you able to satisfy your wife to orgasm the first time?
On the first time,
you were.
How does he know?
Yeah, what you mean? How do I know, Robin? It's the reaction.
Is that true?
See, Robin, you and I got to talk about.
But is that true? I have been with women. I have been with some beautiful women where you get into bed with them and there is absolutely zero chemistry.
Now I'm a younger man than you are, Howard, but I'm going to have to school you real quick.
Please.
When a woman has an orgasm, everyone in the room knows.
Is she that loud?
Not even about being that loud. It's just what really happens to the woman's
physically,
body.
Yes.
Yeah, like you got to get them to a point where they can't even walk to the bathroom after.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I believe that of you. I see the physical shape you're in.
I don't stop until the mission is complete.
So you can hold out for a half hour?
Yeah.
With Mariah Carey, you can hold out a half. That's an insult.
But this is because it's the process. Like, see, people think it's all about, you know, the action. It goes from the foreplay all the way to the very end.
But I've been with women, they say, give it to me hard. And I'm like, well, how am I going to do that? You know what I mean?
Eventually you get to that. You know what I mean? It's all about you warm it up, and then when it's time to go in. And
but when you're thrusting, and I asked a guest this yesterday, help me, and don't be a joke about it.
Absolutely.
When you're thrusting that rapidly,
right?
And because the woman, in order to get off, she needs it rapidly.
Right.
How do you keep from just exploding?
It's always about a timing thing. And I actually don't think it's all about just like to give a woman an orgasm about the rapid thrusting. Yeah. It's about the build-up. It's anything. It's like that as an entertainer. You can't just give them all your best punchlines right there, and you build them up, you work them up, you get them excited. Once she's excited, then you go in for the rapidness, and by that time, you've had so much time of the whole excitement is there, and you're there to work. You ain't got to worry about.
Because I start to shift around just a little bit of movement, and everything happens. Explodes.
See, because that's the problem. Yeah. You're thinking about your movement. If you think about, let me please her, let me make it all about her, then you're no longer thinking about you, and then you could go all night if you need to.
Wow, I've never experienced that.
You've never stopped thinking about you.
Stop thinking about yourself, Howard.
You compare it to
comedy. Think about the woman.
I do my closing joke immediately.
Exactly.
You go right to my best stuff. I don't like to hold back.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's why you got to treat an audience. If you just go out there and just say, oh, yeah, I'm here, they're like, yo, he's giving me too much too fast, and then you throw off it. But if you work yourself into it, and by the time you get there, you hit him with the finale.
Nick, we need a superstar in America's Got Talent.
Yes.
We really do.
The dogs, were you really, come on, let's
told you,
all bullshit aside. Were you happy with the dogs winning?
I thought the dogs were a great act. But I do not think that they should have won. I was rooting for Tom Cotter, the comedian. He was terrific.
That would have been so much better for you because you would have been able to be like, I found a person that is a legitimate star. You can't bring the dogs on your show and interview them.
Well, many times the producers would even say to me, you know, you don't want to sit there and tell the audience who to vote for. But why can't I tell the audience who to vote? I want to say I
thought that's what you were going to do.
I did do that, but the audience didn't listen.
You did a great job of that. I think people have to really watch how you were an amazing judge, like better than any of these other judges. Because one, you were extremely honest. You never pulled back, even when it came to the
kids,
6-year-old kids, and you gave real constructive advice. It wasn't like, oh, you're cute or change your outfit. You were like, yo, you should do this. You should be more topical. You should, and it made all of the acts better. And you made it difficult to choose from. And the one act that you couldn't give criticism to was the dogs, and they're the ones that ended up winning.
Well, you know, I felt like I could be. I really thought I could make a difference and be like a mentor. You know, but you know, you even talk about the way people dress and stuff. I was talking about this morning. The song, Rihanna has a #1 hit right now.
Yeah.
It's, you know, the Diamond song.
Shine bright like a diamond.
A woman named Sia wrote that.
Diamonds in the sky.
And I played a track today of this woman, Sia, singing her own song. She does a beautiful job. But the reality is, she's probably a woman in her 40s or 50s. She's not particularly glamorous like Rihanna. She probably sings it just as good as Rihanna. And I sometimes want to say to these kids, you know, it is show business. You do have to have a look.
It's about being a star. You got to stand out.
I'm going to be way more honest this year.
You have to. Well, you're honest enough, but even if you go in and kind of, I would think, and that's why I'm really excited that you came back, because these judges on television, especially, like, they're more concerned about their own career.
I don't care about that.
You've made it. You're the best at what you do, and people should only be, like, they should be grateful to hear you give them advice. So I think we'll find a star this time.
I think so, too. I'm really committed to this.
Oh, this all depends on what they bring you, though.
But no, that's the thing.
They better bring us somebody good.
Yeah. So many people. And like, what are you looking for, Howard? Like, are you looking for a band? I heard you said a magician.
You know what? I thought it was really weird last year. I was looking for a band, and we ended up finding a good one. It was that guy with the earth harp, that weird sort of instrument, and he started putting it together with a band. We saw that guy grow.
Yeah.
He deserved to win, too.
He did, and it's all about, because, you know, it's middle America. What are they really looking for? Because the people in New York and L.A., we have different tastes than,
well,
you know,
I might go on America's Got Talent and say point blank, people in middle America, I prefer you didn't vote. I'm going to be honest with you. I've had enough of your bullshit. You picked a bunch of fucking dogs. What's wrong with you?
It's true.
Nick, speaking of Rihanna.
Yes.
A good friend of yours. And part of being famous is that you have great celebrity friends.
Absolutely.
You mentioned Will Smith and JD. You're over there. You're hanging out. Chris Brown is a friend of yours.
Good friend of mine.
Now, how do you deal with that? I had a friend. I'm going to tell you something.
Do you ever for a moment have a question as to whether you should keep this friendship?
Nah, why? I can't judge him. I talked to him right after that happened. And I felt bad for him because I feel like the media, he was searching for his friends. You know what I mean? Because everybody was like, oh, and I came out, I was like, there's never any reason to ever put your hands on a woman.
Right.
But Chris Brown is not a monster that the media is making him out to be. And I stand by that today. I talk about that in my stand-up.
Well, how do you know that?
One, because I know him.
Right.
And then two, it's like, look, this is my thing. If we're going to kind of create a monster out of every celebrity that's involved in domestic violence and all that stuff, then we got to be mad at Sean Penn. We got to be mad at Tommy Lee.
I am.
No,
we
you're
are.
not.
I am.
We are.
But
absolutely am.
So many, but those people, we can almost like forget about Charlie Sheen, and we kind of praise Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen shot somebody, didn't he?
But like, we forget, like, entertainers are crazy. So why are we putting them up on a pedestal anyway? Of course, we don't want to glamorize it, but he's not a monster.
He's not.
No, he's a young man that needed help at the time, and he was searching for someone to reach out.
How did you help him?
One, by just being a friend, and then two, like, just don't. It's not fair for us to put him in that sense. I mean, I think like him going on Larry King with a bow tie on, that's ridiculous. Like somebody he got neck tattoos and a bow tie. That's a fashion faux pas right there.
You would have advised against
that. No,
that.
don't
Yeah, right.
do that.
Don't change your whole personality.
Yeah.
It's like a guy goes to court and all of a sudden he looks like he's
in a suit,
he's
yeah.
12 years old.
Yeah,
Right.
so, the thing was, he needed direction.
Right.
And I think he's on a great path now, but I don't think he's a monster. And I think.
But Nick, would you let your daughter date a guy who hit her?
Absolutely not.
Right.
That's my daughter.
Right.
Like, so.
And you would never talk to that guy again.
I would.
If Chris Brown was
If Chris Brown hit my dog, he's not living anymore.
Right,
Howard.
exactly.
That's right, yeah.
But that's how I would deal with the situation. Some people would think that's not the best way for me to deal with it, but I know that situation was a horrible situation. It should have never happened. It should have never been glamorized in the media, but I feel like everyone latched onto it and saw this situation and said, oh, we're going to capitalize off of it when
But don't
it
you
shouldn't
think?
have been
Don't you
that
think
way.
Rihanna's weird for staying with the guy?
She's in love, Howard. There's young girls fall in love all the time.
If she was my daughter, I'd say to her, "I'm not allowed. I'm going to lock you up in a cage and never let you out."
There must be some issues there. That's what I'm saying. Like, you got to dig a little deeper to figure out. You can't blame all of this on just one person on one side. There's something going on that, it's a situation. We all have our issues. We all need some sort of counseling, and they need help. And if they have that connection, let them find it.
So you hang out with those two, huh?
I mean, not as of recently. I haven't. I see Chris a lot. I see, but they're doing what they do.
All right, give me the over/under when he'll explode again.
Oh,
I don't think he's not exploding.
You never know, man.
It's like, why does it have to be exploding?
She's going to do something wrong.
And you think he's going? I think he'll never lay his hands on another woman
You think
ever
he learned
again.
his lesson? Yeah.
Yeah, and it's
Let's
the thing.
hope.
But think about it. He was in a situation where he saw someone abusing his mother as a child. Like, that's someone who needs help. That's not someone who we just put out there and every time
Oh
we
my God.
interview and
Do
we talk about hitting a woman. Like, that's
He might
do
go.
we have to help everybody?
yes, Robin, we do. That's why we're here to help each other.
Oh, that's why we're here?
Yes.
I thought it was to eat really good dinner.
Criticize and point fingers.
I thought it was to just bash people on the radio.
I want you to come on Wild 'N Out. I want you to come.
What is Wild 'N Out?
Wild 'N Out. It's an improv comedy show where we bring celebrities on and we just
I
wild
don't want
out.
to do that, Nick.
You would be great.
No,
you're so quick and witty to improv.
I don't like it.
All your listeners, I can feel them now. They're like, "Yo, Howard would be amazing on Wild 'N Out."
I'm just afraid of Cat if he shows up. I can't handle
I'll
it.
separate you two.
For additional audition dates and to pre-register, go to agtauditions.com.
Yes.
That's very important.
Absolutely.
Nick also has a radio show.
Yes.
You do the a countdown.
Cannon's Countdown.
Cannon's Countdown.
Yeah.
That's going on.
I'm coming for Ryan Seacrest. All of that.
You believe
my countdown show is better than his.
You want to be more successful than him.
I am more successful than Ryan. He might be making more money than me right now, but I mean that's the thing. People always compare us, and I love him, but I think I do a little
How
bit
many
more than
Twitter
Ryan.
followers do you have?
I don't have as many as Ryan Seacrest.
No, seriously, isn't it like something like
4 million?
4 million.
Yeah.
That's bigger than a radio audience in many respects. That Twitter is very powerful.
Yeah, I'm trying to get more though.
You want to get more?
I want like 8 million at least. That's what I'm trying to get.
Is Mariah like an American Idol? Is she digging this?
I think she likes it. She likes the idea.
I feel she doesn't like it.
It's like she doesn't like all of that drama. She's like,
With
I didn't
Nicki
sign
Minaj.
up to be on Basketball Wives or Love and Hip Hop.
Right.
Like, she wants to be there to help people and find a new star like you do. Like, imagine like if you came on the show.
Go ahead.
And then I was like, man, fuck Howard Stern. He ain't shit. Like, and then you'd be like, what? I didn't sign up for this. Like, I'm trying to fight you and all of that.
Is that
stuff.
what's going on?
I think it's all calm now
It is?
because I think
How do
they
they
recognize that's not good for the Nicki Minaj brand either.
Do you get like crazy when you see your wife being attacked like that?
My first instinct, because I talk a lot of shit, like, so I wanted to get out there and get in it, but
Right.
cooler heads prevailed, and like I'll let them handle that. And I always say my wife is the strongest, classiest woman in the world, so I knew she would handle it properly. But I want Nicki Minaj on Wild 'N Out too. Like, let's go.
Do you think that they're going to show all of that on TV? Because that was during tape segments. Do you think they'll show this battle?
I think now when they see that it got all the attention that they wanted, but they don't want to take the attention away from what the show is really about. So I think they'll produce it properly. They'll allude to it, but they'll never go in and show.
I think you were surprised Mariah actually agreed to do American Idol because you even said at the time they couldn't afford her.
I didn't think they, and I think a lot of it has to do with, she's doing a new album right now, and it's just the timing is perfect. But if you would have asked my wife, 2 years ago or something, like, would she do American Idol? She'd be like, nah, but it's that timing is right.
It's
right
an
now.
excellent venue for introducing new music and all kinds of
and
stuff.
I think also she's excited because people don't know how great of a songwriter she is, or they always talk about the diva and the performer, but she produces every one of her albums and she writes all of her songs, and it's like,
Where
wow.
does she write them? She ever write them in front of you?
Yeah, she writes them at home. We got a studio at the house.
How does that work out though? Like, I mean, does she walk around with like a piece of paper and start writing?
She has
shit?
a recorder, and like then she'll go in the studio and shut the door and write, and she
At home?
carries her notebook and she writes.
So
She's
she'll
an
be like-
amazing writer.
She'll be like,
Yep, that exact note.
Is that it? Nicki Minaj would never be invited over to your house for dinner, though.
Not anymore.
No.
Maybe. I mean, before, like, they were cool, and then that she kind of exploded.
Yeah, I don't think she was expecting to have another woman on there. I think she was going to be
My wife didn't expect it.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not. See, this is where, and I've talked about this a few times too. I think it's unfair that she signed on thinking, you know, even if you saw the season before, it was Jennifer Lopez and
two dudes.
Yeah.
Steven Tyler and Randy, yeah.
Yeah, so
Right.
she's like, oh, yeah, I'll get, and that's how they sold it to her. They kept saying, you're the star of the show. You're the centerpiece. We're so grateful to have
Right.
Mariah Carey. You know, you're going to re-energize the show.
Right.
And then they introduce another female at the last moment. That was dishonest of the network. So I think.
Did she tell them that? Did she say, hey, come on, guys?
Absolutely. And they were like, you know, well, we
Don't
didn't.
worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry.
And then she goes on set, and the next thing you know, she's getting the shit beaten out of her.
Exactly. She was like, see, I did not sign up for this.
Was
So-
Mariah afraid for her life? But when she came home to you,
Nah,
did she, no, but
my
was she,
wife's a gangster. I don't think she was worried
No,
about
but I mean,
that.
come on.
She was afraid for her brand.
Right.
When you think about it, it's like, why should anyone have to put themselves in that situation to where you're talked down to, you're disrespected, and especially someone of my wife's caliber, you know?
You know what's weird? They went to all this trouble to get her, and they probably had to woo her like crazy.
Yeah,
and
the
then
Voice, everybody wanted her.
And then they stick her in with Nicki Minaj out of the clear blue and don't even and sort of blindside her with it.
Yeah. It's like they said, somebody, I heard a radio DJ say this, is like they said they had the filet mignon and they just doused it with ketchup.
It's bait and switch.
Yeah.
I mean, they represented one thing. It's hard for her. I wonder if she'll even if it's successful as hell, I wonder if she'd do it again because she feels betrayed.
She feels like a lot of people, they led her the wrong way. But I think she's going to make the best of it.
Right.
And she's going to be an amazing judge. And, you know, I think they figured it out at this point. I think it's fine. And, you know.
Is she exhausted from it?
Nah, she loves it.
She loves it.
She loves being able to connect with the fans and inspire young performers.
Howard, you're the only one who gets exhausted.
Oh, I'm exhausted already. We haven't even started.
He's already complaining about AGT.
Signed on, 'cause I was like, I don't know if Howard's coming back because this is a lot on him. And
Well, you know, because when you do those morning hours,
man,
that anything that goes on at night feels like torture.
Absolutely.
And so I really enjoy doing the show. I enjoy working with you. It's great. I love the idea of it, and you know I love the show.
Yeah.
But I was like, well, what the hell am I doing in my life?
Yeah.
And I imagine Mariah's like that because she's got two little kids at home.
So she does, and even in that whole Nicki Minaj thing, like she actually said, it's like, I could be at home with my kids right now. You're keeping me from my kids and
I'm having a bad time.
Yeah,
Right.
like that's like, you don't want to ever do that. So I think they figured it out, and you know, my wife has prioritized knowing that like family's first, and you know, the schedule isn't that grueling yet, but
Yeah.
we'll see what happens when they get to the live shows.
Is your dad allowed to talk to Mariah?
I kind of monitor that.
Yeah, like you don't leave him alone with her, do
Yeah,
you?
never. I even talk about that in my stand-up. I'll be like, hey, Dad, you got to chill, man.
Yeah, right.
Like,
I mean, imagine him coming over and start doing the whole OJ rap and everything. He's crazy.
And then, because my wife is my wife, so she's, you know, my dad be like, man, your wife look beautiful. Hey, man, chill
Easy,
with calling my wife beautiful.
Yeah, I know you're like my older brother, but calm the fuck down. Well, I tell you, it's
Does
wonderful.
she have any friends? What is he doing?
Yeah, like you
Dating.
hook me up with one of Mariah's friends, son. No.
It must be a crazy life, though. Nick, it must be a wild life.
It's fun, man. It's a blessing. It really is. I'm having the best time.
You hang out with like Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, or
Nah,
anything?
they're weird.
They are.
Nah, I don't know them.
I don't know. I wonder. I mean,
Have you ever hung out with them?
no. I mean, I saw
I
him
met
once.
him in passing.
I saw him at Brad Gray's wedding for 2 seconds.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
I try to find normal people in entertainment.
Who's
to
your
hang
most
out.
normal Hollywood friend?
You?
Beside me.
I'm trying to think, because what do you like the people I came up with, like Kevin Hart, who's doing amazing now as a comedian, one of my best friends ever. Like, we're doing a mock reality show right now called Real Husbands of Hollywood,
Right.
and we make fun of all of that. But I think I don't know who's the most normal
Big Hollywood celebrity friends.
I consider Will Smith normal.
Will Smith?
I think he's normal. Like, I think sometimes people take his little sound bites and take them out of out of context, but he's a normal dude.
Nick and I will definitely be back on America's Got Talent.
Yeah,
That's right.
And some hot chick on there too.
Some hot chick.
What if they put a hot chick next to you?
She could give me and Howie hand jobs.
Nice. Now that's ratings.
No, whether from
a family
Howie
show.
says
Sure,
but what if it's two chicks and Howie's not back?
Hey,
you're
you on to something right there.
That's right.
That could be. That's
You're
not on television right now.
What if it was
you in the middle, two beautiful chicks on
What
the side?
are you going to tell Mariah if it's Nicole Scherzinger?
I hope not. That would be.
How about if the two judges are Kim Kardashian and Nicole Scherzinger? That'd be good.
Oh man, that'd be a tough show.
Well, I'm looking forward to working with you
Nick's
again.
always backstage.
Yeah, I've never come out.
Have you taped any promotional pieces with Howie's name in it yet?
Nah.
No.
Not yet. Are you alluding to you think Howie might not be on the show?
I think he will be. I actually do.
He was here yesterday.
Howie said he hasn't been asked.
He said he hasn't heard a word.
Is
But
that
he
why
says
you said he was depressed? Is that why?
He's depressed because he's just on antidepressants.
Oh, okay.
He's just.
I love Howie. He's one of the best to ever do it.
I think he's terrific.
Yeah,
I do. So we'll see what happens. I mean, I'll be there with you.
You and I will be there,
and we're pros.
Maybe you two will be the judges.
Maybe it should just be us.
Hey, I'm fine with that.
You in every judge seat.
Yeah, I'm telling you that would not. The New York Post ran a great picture of me in every judge. I like that.
That was awesome.
Yeah, believe me, I have no time for those other judges. I don't even care about what they have to say.
Absolutely.
I heard they might bring 4 judges, which would be insufferable.
Too much.
It's too much.
I heard Simon said that last year, and I was like, nah, that's not a good idea.
How about 19 judges? We just sit there all day and judge.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How about 1 contestant and 500 judges?
Yeah, that's it. I like it, Robin. Now you're on to something. All right, anything you want to say?
Nah, man, except for we need to get you on Wildin' Out. That's what it's about.
All right, well, let me see what's happening.
We'll see what it is. At least stop by. We're shooting in New York this year.
Is that right?
January, Howard Stern, Wildin' Out could be amazing.
Yeah, God only knows what that would be.
Just got it's the hood, though. It's
now.
Real hood. So,
Listen,
but you from the hood.
Who knows more about the hood?
Roosevelt be representing
That's
up
right.
in there.
Ask Eddie Murphy about the hood. We're both very glad to be away from that hood. If we never see that hood again, we'll both be very, very pleased men.
Nobody's going home.
We can get you and Eddie on Wildin' Out and be the Roosevelt episode.
Well, Flav still lives there, you know.
Well, Flav is a gangster.
That's it. Yeah. But he doesn't want to leave the hood. I do. I still have nightmares about the hood.
I mean, because it wasn't a good experience for you.
No.
You grew up like me, like you got beat up in school and stuff like that. But it makes us better people.
But
it makes us stronger.
I was the outcast. I was the white guy in an all-black neighborhood.
But that's usually that turns out for the better because you get all the swag.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Like you get all the black swag, but you still get the privilege of being a white man.
Nah, it was bad.
It went the other way?
Yeah, I would try to date black girls.
Right.
And
you're still kind of attracted to like girls with big asses and stuff.
Well,
Come on, because that's how you grew up.
No, the girls would be like, we'll get our asses kicked. What are you, fucking crazy? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it was a nightmare.
But still, it was your experience, Howard.
Yes.
It made you the man that you are today.
Me. That's right. Look at me. Look at the man.
Yeah, what would have happened if you had gotten all those girls?
What if you went to an all-white school?
I did it. My parents moved to a white school, and I was even more of an outcast. I was like, these fucking white people, they're weird. I hadn't been exposed to white people before, and they were just fucking crazy.
Yep.
And I couldn't talk
Now
in
you know
class.
what we go through.
Yeah, I know. Isn't it horrible being black in a white world? I mean, I can't take it. I'm moving back to Africa. All right, look. Enough. You had enough fun here.
Yeah, we had a great time.
Now you go out and work out for the next 7 hours.
Exactly.
So you can have an 8-pack. It embarrass me on that show because I have no pack. All right. Nick Cannon, everybody.
Yes.
Check him out on America's Got Talent and everywhere else that you see him.
Yeah.
And soon to be giving first looks to NBC on all of his projects. All right, we'll be back right after these words. Thanks, Nick.
Thank you.
Nick.
Yes.
May I talk to you for a brief moment?
Okay.
All right. You know firsthand how much work goes into doing your own radio show.
Absolutely.
So what do you, in your opinion, what do you think makes Howard so great at his craft?
That he's just him, man. He just comes in and he's honest, he's open, and he's himself. And like obviously all the bells and whistles around him, like he's in control. When you feel like somebody's in control, that's when you know they're doing their job well.
You can hear his confidence through the airwaves.
Absolutely.
Speaking of confidence, he grew in leaps and bounds during his first season at America's Got Talent.
You think so?
A little bit.
Yeah, I mean, because at first it's the nerves that can shake you,
right.
And then once you get over the nerves, then you get to be who you are. So he probably like just the whole idea of being on television and what to do and all of that. And then once he kind of threw that out the window, he was the regular Stern that you get here every day.
Is there anything you think he can improve upon for season number 2?
Nah, man. I'll just keep bringing what he brought last year. Being honest, not caring how old the contestants are, what they're doing, just looking for that new star.
All right, man.
Cool.
Thanks a lot.
No doubt.
Mr. Mandel.
Hey.
Nice to see you, sir.
Good morning. It's good to be here.
It's been a long time.
It has been a while.
How are you today?
I feel good. I'm not tired. It's a long day. I'm supposed to have like a makeup person here.
Oh, she's right in here.
Hi, are you my makeup person? Have you washed?
Well, I have antibacterial.
You have anti what?
Antibacteria hand sanitizer.
Oh, okay. No, I'm just, I'm a germaphobe. I don't know, but they're gonna. I always like to wear makeup on the radio because I want to sound like I look good.
It's very important.
It is. How are you? No, I'm doing a lot of things, so I don't have time to do makeup. Hi, what's your name?
Anna.
Hi, Anna. I was just giving you a hard time.
Oh, okay.
I know. So, are you going to start now?
Yeah, you can sit here if you want.
I will. I'll sit wherever you want me to sit.
Do you mind if I talk to you during this process?
Please talk to me during the process. Is this a process?
I don't know.
It's going to be a process?
No.
Look, is she sanitizing? Thank you, Anna.
No problem.
For whatever it's worth, I don't think you need any makeup, sir.
Are you flirting with me?
A little bit.
No, I need makeup. We're going from here to the Today Show, and then I'm going over to Kelly and Michael, and then I'm doing Hoda and Kathy, and then I'm getting on a plane and I'm doing The Voice, and then my show premieres tonight. I'm doing a
Take It All.
Take It All.
Premiering tonight.
Premiering tonight. It's an event. It's a 6-day event. Do you realize I'm involved in an event?
Yes.
Oh, you do?
Well, I mean, I read the schedule.
I read the schedule. You said that you were going to talk to me during the process.
I'm
Are
sorry.
you going to be speaking out loud?
I get a
am
little.
I supposed to?
I get a little flustered.
Am I supposed to be?
It's been a while. I haven't seen you in a while, and sometimes I choke.
Were you talking to me and I wasn't hearing?
No. I was thinking of my next question, and I'm realizing how slow-witted I am.
That's
as
so
this happens.
weird. I was thinking of my next answer. I hope they match.
Well, I was going to say you're a bit of a press warrior today, and it all starts here with
It always begins.
your fellow co-host.
It starts here.
Mr. Howard Stern, your co-judge, I should say.
Co-judge. I sat on the plane coming here. I'll tell him, but with Carrie Ananaba. Carrie Ann Ananaba. How do you say her name? How do you say her last name? I know her name's Carrie Ann.
I can't pronounce it
Do
either.
you know who I'm talking about?
I believe so.
The judge from Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, okay, yes.
Carrie Ann. I think it's Inaba. Carrie Ann Inaba. I think. So the whole 5-hour flight, we were just sitting together, just just judging. What do you think of the Peanuts? Peanuts. You judged everything. Look how my seat reclines. Is this a good pillow? What do you think of the movie? What do you think of the people in 16D?
So today's all about Take It All, but do you anticipate some America's Got Talent discussion as well?
Oh, come on.
I think
you
that's
think he'd bring that up?
I'm 50-50. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah. Like I said, though, I'm pretty...
You only think it's 50-50 that he's going to ask about America's Got
Yeah,
Talent?
yeah. That's my best.
Then you're stupid.
And I'm here every day, and that's my best estimate. That he'll only talk, maybe
Then you are
50-50.
stupid.
I am very slow-witted.
I'm sorry. Slow-witted is the term.
It's politically
You're
correct.
stupid. I'm sorry. You don't want to be called stupid.
No.
You want to be
That would be
referred to
insulting.
as slow-witted.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'll
That
just call you SW.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, HM. SW signing out here. I'll let you get to the man himself. You look ready to roll. You look ready to roll.
You can't tell if she's finished. How do I
One
look?
second, one more.
How do I look?
Beautiful.
Beautiful? That's what you've done to me? Beauty? I'm beautiful? I'm stunning. I'm stunning.
All right, let's go to Howie.
So you know how Howie's like insane? So he just told me he's here, then he goes to Today Show, then he goes to Kelly and Michael, then he goes to Kathy and Hoda, and then he gets on a plane to do the talk, which I think is live.
You know what? Someone at AGT told me Howie was really got to him, the traveling to New York for the show. But I'm like, look at the amount of travel.
Well, the other thing
travels
is
all the time.
he does gigs every week, and so maybe in addition to...
Maybe, I don't know, but why would that be the one piece of travel that bums him out? All right, Howie Mandel is here. Howie, it's so good to see Howie because I feel Howie
You've
and I...
missed him, haven't you?
I have missed Howie. Let me see him. He looks different. You know, I do miss you. No, I'm just kidding. You're not, this is outside of AGT. I'm used to seeing you at the judging panel.
No.
Hey, look at you. You look good. You're in shape.
I'm in shape. The shape that I've chosen.
I love Howie. I really do. And what is going on, Howie? Honestly, what is happening?
Are you coming
vis-a-vis
back?
AGT. I was having a hard time deciding. Because of all the travel.
But what does Howie have to do?
Because of all the travel.
Yeah, I had to travel to Jersey.
Through a tunnel.
I had to it took me like an hour and a half.
I said this to you when we were on the air. It was very funny because Sharon and I last year would, we're neighbors. So we would go to the airport, we'd get on a plane, we'd fly for 5 hours, they'd drive us into the city, we would get changed at the hotel, then we'd have to go drive through the tunnel, go to Jersey and do the show, and we would walk into the building, and you would walk in exasperated.
Exhausted.
Going, can you believe there's traffic?
I know. It's crazy. And you know what? I realize now how insensitive that was of me, because really you guys...
And then they would say to us, because Sharon and I had dressing rooms on either side, you would come in and go right to meditation and sleep.
Because they took an hour trip.
Right. And they would say, shh, he's resting. Don't wake up. He's resting. We just traveled like 8 hours.
Well, I couldn't figure out how you weren't resting. I would be in a coma.
You know what I'm doing today?
Yeah, you're insane.
Today,
Howie's promoting a new TV show, a game show. But before we get to that,
we won't talk about it.
In order to, I will talk about it. But you're promoting it. You're leaving here.
Right.
Then you go to the Kelly Ripa show.
No, the
Today Show.
Today Show.
After the Today Show, you go to the Kelly Ripa show.
It's not called Kelly and Michael by you?
Kelly and Michael. What do I know?
Yes.
And then you're hopping on a plane.
No, then Hoda and Kathy Lee hopping on a plane, doing The Voice.
The Voice?
Yeah. Live.
What are you doing on The Voice?
Promoting to say, stay tuned and watch my show, Take It All. It's coming up next.
Will you sit in the audience?
I will sit in the audience and talk to Carson.
Oh, and they put the microphone on you.
Yeah.
And then they say, hey.
Because, a lot of people DVR these things and they won't watch the commercials.
Right.
Or they get up during the commercials. So I am a living commercial within the show.
And then you will go to, then there's another show you're doing after The Voice, right?
My show, Take It All.
Oh, then you do the show live?
No, but I will. But there is a live. Yeah, I have a tendency to tweet live during shows.
Yeah, no. Did you hear Steve-O on the show the other day? He was criticizing you for giving out your Twitter.
Yeah,
that was great.
He said you weren't doing your job. You were busy with Twitter.
He said he didn't like it.
He didn't like it. He's doing good on his show, right? He's got the killer karaoke.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're a gentleman. You never get into wars with people.
Well, why would I get into war with him?
What's going on here now? Honestly, I had heard through the grapevine.
Right.
I hear. You know what it is when I don't see people for a while. I hear rumors.
Okay. What was the rumor?
I heard that, and be honest about this.
I will.
Don't.
I will be. I have no.
I didn't know this because you're not a complainer type.
I don't complain.
But the rumor I heard is that you were really getting upset with America's Got Talent, not because you were mad at me or jealous of me, because that was in the tabloids, but because the travel was getting to you, that the actual coming to New York every week, it was a little bit much for you.
Rumor.
Was it true?
No, rumor.
Rumor. Because
Yes.
you travel everywhere.
Look what I'm doing today.
Why are you doing? I know you want your show to be successful, the game show. I'm sure you own it, right?
Well, this is one. I'm sitting. I just came in the green room. I'm with a guy named Scott St. John, who's the executive producer of that show. Him and I have been partners on show. He did Deal or No Deal. He's the guy that brought me on to Deal or No Deal.
What's the name of that company? I forget.
Well, that was Endemol, but that's not
okay.
But when we developed this show, I said I want to put together this same team. So this one I developed.
Right.
I own.
You came up with the concept?
Well, when you hear the concept, I didn't come up. It's a concept. You know what it is? It's secret. You know what Secret Santa is?
Yeah, sure. We did it here because I was sick of getting everyone gifts.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Go
So
ahead.
did I steal your idea for TV?
No. Secret Santa. We all know what Secret Santa is.
Right. So, well, Secret Santa, or it's called Yankee Swap or White Elephant. You know, when you go to parties and you start exchanging gifts.
Yes.
And then you don't think yours is good, so you steal somebody else's, and then you could take that. I thought, why hasn't this been done on television? Because it makes up for a whole party. What if you made it for hundreds of thousands of dollars and people could steal from each other?
So, in other words, I go on the show. I'm a contestant.
Right.
You're the host.
Right.
I win a prize.
No, you just take a prize.
You take a prize. Do I know what the prize is? Or
Not
is it...
until it's open. You know, you can open it. You pick it. There's icons. But the prizes are, so you take a prize. You go, I want the green one. We open up the green one. It's a brand new Mercedes.
All right. So I just won a Mercedes.
You have a Mercedes.
I now own it. And I can't leave, though. I have to continue playing. Can I bow out? Can I just take my Mercedes and run? No. Of course not.
There's 5 contestants.
Right.
Then somebody else gets something, or they come out and they go, I want your Mercedes.
And they could have gotten a shitty prize.
Well, or they can take yours, unless you want to.
Now, if I just won a Mercedes, the guy says, I want your prize. I get him my new Mercedes, and I drive over him and kill him. And then I would win the show.
You've seen the show.
That's right.
No, but
what happens? So
okay.
So I get a Mercedes. The other guy has, I don't know, a washing machine.
Yeah.
And
whoever ends up at the end of the round with the least valuable prize gives it back and goes home.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So now there's 4. Now there's 3.
Yeah, but how do they get my prize?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
In other words, how does some guy end up with my Mercedes? I have to give it to him?
How does somebody wind up with everything?
No, you come out.
Yeah.
I've got, there's 5 players, 5 prizes.
This
Okay.
is fucking complicated.
No, it's not.
How did you pitch this to the
This is
network?
easier than Deal or No Deal. Well,
Is
because
it?
you keep asking questions.
Deal
Yes.
or No Deal was easy.
This is easier. This is easier. You get my.
Explain it again.
5 players.
I got a Mercedes.
If you let me talk, it'll be easy.
Well, why would I let you do that?
Okay.
All right, go ahead. You're not explaining it well. Honestly, I don't think you know the game.
When you go to a party, how do you get a prize in Secret Santa?
Someone says, here's a prize for you.
Right.
Everybody picks one.
Right.
But
you could steal from each other, right?
Can you?
Yankee Swap or White Elephant, yeah.
How do you steal from each other?
You go, you know what? Do you want to open one of the unopened gifts, or do you want to take Howard's gift?
But let's say I have a Mercedes already. I would stop, and I'd say, I don't want to give up my gift.
You can't stop.
Well, here's what you can do. We do have one thing. It's called a lock. If you want to lock it and nobody can steal your Mercedes, you can lock it. But you can only do that once a whole game, right?
Okay.
So now you want your Mercedes. I say I want your Mercedes. You say you don't want me to take it. So
Right.
then I open up the next one, and I get a hovercraft.
Okay. Do I want that? Is that good or bad?
You just locked in your Mercedes.
Right. Yeah, fine.
Now,
I'm happy.
like I did on Deal or No Deal, I reveal the values of the prizes at the end.
I see.
Whoever has the least valuable, maybe the Mercedes is worth less than a hovercraft. You have to give back the Mercedes and go home.
I still don't understand, though, how you steal somebody else's prize.
Here's what. Well, you take it.
You
What do
didn't
you mean
hear
take
him?
it? You mean you just take it?
Yeah.
Yes.
You mean I'm playing against you and you can just take my prize? And then why can't I take it back?
You can't take immediately back, but you can take it after the third guy. You know, you can take.
I'm fucking confused.
Really?
I'm confused.
Robin, are you confused?
I'm following this. I'm following it.
Okay, but here's the best part of the
No,
game.
you're not, Robin. You're lying.
I am.
Here's the
Here's
best part
what
of the
he
game.
said. Ugh.
Okay,
Yeah,
go.
let-
No,
let-
Robin,
you're
explain
doing-
it.
you're
Robin,
doing a
explain
horrible-
All
it.
right.
You're doing a
Here's
horrible
the deal.
promotion.
Right, go ahead.
You come out.
Right.
You're contestant number 1.
Right.
And he says to you, okay, choose a prize.
Go ahead.
You choose a prize, you open it, and you find that you have a Mercedes.
Okay, fine.
So you're very happy with your Mercedes. You take a seat. The next contestant comes out.
Right.
He says, do you want to pick from this group of prizes, or do you want to steal something?
Yeah.
Right. And
And he
so
could just take
then
it?
that person could just take your Mercedes, and you have to go back to the gift pile.
What a fucking business you're in.
Wait.
I mean-
That's not even the best part of the show. Eventually, only 2 people are left with the quagmire prizes. They could have homes, hovercrafts, submarines, like prizes you've never seen before.
Right.
Then they do the prisoner's dilemma. Do you know what that is?
No.
No,
Yes, you do.
that's
I
new.
do not.
Okay.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do. When I
Yeah,
tell you
all-
it, you'll say they face off against each other. Each of them has their hand on a tablet, like an iPad or
Yeah.
whatever it is. Okay.
Yeah.
They have to make a decision. And they're encouraged. They could lie. They can do whatever they want. I would say to you, Howard, I have a car. I have a vacation. I have a home. You have hundreds of thousands of dollars in cash and prizes. I'm terminally ill.
Right.
I've got 3 kids. I'm a single father.
Yeah.
We don't have a car. I just want my car. I just want the vacation before I die.
I'd be
so
like,
here's
fuck
what I'm
you.
going to do. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to click in keep mine. That's
Yeah.
what I'm going to do. And will you just keep yours? So if you both click on keep mine,
Yeah.
we just keep everything we've accumulated.
All right, that's nice.
And do you promise you'll do that? Because you're not going to take from me. Do you promise you'll do that?
Oh, I say I promise, and then I lie.
Right. Well, or maybe I did.
Right.
And then I say lock in your answers. Then I switch to take it all. You felt really bad for me. You put keep mine. I take all my prizes. I take all your prizes. And you end up with
Wow.
nothing.
Look at you.
Yes. If we
Is
both
anybody falling for some sob story?
you will not believe this is the most
Really?
amazing. This is Deal or
Let
No
me
Deal.
understand something. So, tell
meets
me
The
how to-
Price is Right meets Jerry Springer. I mean, we had to have armed guards. People
are going to kill each other.
I am telling you, you
Really?
have never seen.
I'll watch this.
People are.
What if they both say take it all?
They both end up with absolutely nothing.
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 Bunch of greedy pricks.
And we're giving away more money in this. We've done 7 hours. This is an event.
Don't you hate people though? Like working with all these people and being on stage with them and running a game show. You don't like people really.
I'm not. I don't socialize, but I'm fascinated by people.
This is good for you.
This is a social experiment. Deal or No Deal.
Deal or No Deal had a lot of hot women on it too. Is there any component?
Models?
Models. Are there any models on this show?
We have one prize announcer, and there was a bunch of hot people in the audience.
Do you pan over to the audience when things get slow?
You know how they do these things, just
Right.
like they do on AGT. The people that sit close to the camera seem to be good looking.
There's a live audience?
Yes.
And what is the show? An hour or a half hour?
It's 1 hour every night, starting tonight after The Voice.
It's for 5 straight nights.
6.
And they're testing
Next
it.
Monday.
Is this a test in a sense? Because
You know,
in other words, this isn't a regular time slot for you, is it?
This is the way we launch Deal or No Deal. NBC seems to be so excited and so supportive of it that they've put it on. They were launching it right after The Voice. There's no stronger show on the network right
And
now.
If the show goes on tonight,
right.
And I know you worry about ratings, everybody does.
That's why I'm here.
That's
Absolutely.
Right. They're going to put it on for 6 straight nights.
That's correct.
And following The Voice is a huge smash hit show.
Right.
You should be able to hold some amount of that audience.
I hope so.
If you don't, will you want to kill yourself? Will you become suicidal?
I won't be suicidal, but I'll be incredibly depressed, and I will up my antidepressants.
How do you? You're on antidepressants. You
I
make
am.
no secret about that.
No.
What do you take?
My doctor told me not to say because
Why?
because then people go, oh, you know what, maybe that'll work for me, and then they
No
go
one's going
take
to
it.
say that. Nothing's going to work.
I'm on an antidepressant. I'm not going to give my milligrams.
What
or
is it? How many milligrams?
A lot.
Is it a lot? Really?
Yeah, I am on a lot.
What does it do for you, this antidepressant?
You don't strike me as
I'm functioning.
You don't strike me as a depressed guy. I've worked with you.
I get very depressed.
Really? You can't function without this?
Maybe it's because
Probably
you don't
not.
fucking take a break. You know, I see this guy when I work with him. He comes off a plane. He's in the halls. He's entertaining everyone. Then we get out there and entertain everyone. I said, why don't you just calm the fuck down? I said that to you.
Rest, like Howard.
No
See,
wonder
I'm
you're
afraid I was
depressed.
trying. I tried that meditation, which he thinks it's really hard. I can't do quiet time.
Yes, you can.
No, because then it gets noisier in my
Did you
head.
try TM?
I did.
Transcendental meditation?
Well, I didn't go to the yoga.
I
Yeah,
knew
you
it.
didn't try.
You didn't do what the fuck I told you to do because you laugh at me and you don't even
I
treat
didn't
me
laugh
with
at
respect.
you.
You do.
I respect you,
Why
and
didn't
your
you
whole
go
family
to
does it.
transcendental meditation? I told you to try it.
I will.
Do
But
it.
I haven't had a moment.
It's especially
Yes,
for
you
people
have.
like
No,
you.
because you have to. Because I got a number from a guy who says that I need 2 days or something or 3 days.
You need an hour a day.
No,
to learn.
No. He meant to learn.
But to train you, you need an hour.
No.
he said
They
we
have
won't
to
do
come.
that.
They have to come back for checking and all that stuff. Howard.
I learned in a weekend when I was 18
A
years
weekend?
old, and I went for an hour on a Friday night,
Right.
an hour Saturday afternoon, and an hour on a Sunday. Excuse me.
He does, oh my God!
Yeah.
He's what's in there?
I got a little
Well,
horse.
whatever it is, it's out here.
Yeah, it's on Howie now. You really taking that many antidepressants?
I take one, but I take a nice dose.
Nice dose.
But I'm fine. But I have, the other issues too. So.
If you think if you didn't take an antidepressant, would you be suicidal? Do you think?
I don't know.
Have you ever tried to kill yourself?
No.
Honestly.
When did you start this?
Years ago.
You
Really?
did? Because of the OCD?
I don't know. I didn't diagnose myself. Yes.
Who put you on this? A psychiatrist?
Yes.
And do you
Who
see
else
the
would it be?
psychiatrist?
No, a caterer.
No, come on. Did you see? Do you see the psychiatrist? Do you sit on a couch and talk?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Do you want
I
to be
go to a
married?
therapist also. Do I what?
Do you want to be married?
Yes.
You
My
do?
wife is.
Is it your
wonderful.
marriage that's upsetting you?
No, no. She's my savior. My wife. I've been with my wife for like
I know.
35 years.
I'm trying to
more
figure
than-
out what you're depressed about.
I'm okay.
Well, depression isn't necessarily about a thing.
Sure
I'm
it
okay.
is.
We went from take it all to I've got nothing to live for.
I've seen guys do a dance when they get divorced.
Really?
Did this happen when you lost your hair?
I don't know. I'm getting with the music.
All
and
right,
everything.
get back to the game show for a
Can
second.
you imagine if they did that in the therapy office and
There was music.
It was my life.
Oh my God, it would be fantastic.
Everything should be scored.
So
Go ahead, the game.
Let's get back to how you pitch a game show.
Right.
You know the people at NBC because you're on America's Got Talent.
Yes.
Do
I
you
pitched
pick
Paul.
You called Paul Telegdi, who's in charge of America's Got Talent, and you said, "Hey,
He's in charge of all alternative programming at NBC. You know that.
Is that what he does?
He's in charge of SNL, late night also.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He's in charge of your buddy Leno. He's in charge of SNL.
Is
He's
he
in
really?
charge of every special. He's in charge. Yes.
Him?
You know that.
Okay. So you I really didn't know what anyone over there does, and I don't want to know.
Him and Meredith.
Meredith too, right?
Yes.
So you went in and did you pitch them the idea?
I actually went in and played the game.
You played the game for them. That was the pitch.
Against them. With them. I said, you pick something, and whoever has the least valuable thing, I'll knock out, and then at the end we will play that, we'll face off in that take it all round.
In all seriousness, no joke, it seems to me you're cursed in a way.
Why?
Because even your TV show on Fox, they never gave you a regular time slot.
Mobbed?
Mob.
It's coming back in
yes,
January.
But it was always like, and you even said this to me, it's always on at a different time, and it's always moved around, and this and that. And with this, they're doing a 6-night viewing.
You can't ask for a better...
Yes, but you need a regular time slot with a game show.
Well, maybe
no?
it'll end up with a regular time slot. And Mobbed is coming back in January on Fox in a regular time slot.
Oh, it is?
We're doing 5 more. Yeah,
Okay,
but I'll talk about that in another time.
All
but
right.
But that's a big show, and that's... I think I'm doing well, but you make it seem like this is a very big problem.
You're going to leave here thinking you're a loser.
No, I am. Now I'm starting to get depressed
Maybe
again.
did you start taking these pills when you met me?
I felt good, and then I came and saw you.
So you pitch it, and they say, we're going to put it on for 6 nights, and we're going to see how it does. Have they given you a number, a rating number, that they feel you should meet in order for the show to get picked up? Have they said no?
No, but you know, I think it's clear.
What is clear though? If you maintain the same audience as The Voice, you're clearly a huge success.
I would like to maintain at least 60% of whatever the Voice.
If you do that, it's a smash hit, right?
I'd just be thrilled. You know, I don't know what they're calling a smash hit, but
don't you think you're depressed because this business is so difficult? You're at the mercy of this audience. You created this game show in your head. You put all this work into it, and now your whole ego is involved in it. In a way, you only get so many shots.
I came here to promote a show, and you're talking me into leaving the business. You think that business is the bane of my
What is
depression.
going on with America's Got Talent? Now, I admittedly, I had a problem deciding. A part of my problem was just my schedule. You know me, I'm always tired.
Right.
But and it's also the opposite of doing morning radio. You're on at night a lot.
Right.
and the traveling and everything gets to me.
I know it's hell.
Okay.
I don't know how you do it. You're
well,
amazing.
I know. Listen, Howie used to turn to me during the show, goes, "Can you believe they're calling this work?" And he's right. It's hardly work. But you should go back to carpet sales. You were so good at it.
I was good at it.
But you, in other words, now part of my decision was I enjoyed working with you and with Sharon.
Right.
Sharon is gone.
Gone.
And to me, she was great in that role. You know, I felt she was motherly.
We were a great team.
Well, I feel we were.
We were.
And now I feel as if you're leaving because I don't hear that you're coming back, and I don't hear that Sharon's coming back.
But you didn't hear I'm leaving.
No, I don't know what you do. What the fuck is the problem with you?
There's no problem with me.
What's going on? Give me the scoop. The truth.
Here it is.
Okay.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know. That's the absolute.
No wonder
truth.
you're depressed.
No, I'm not. I'll be honest. You want me to be totally candid
Let
with
me
you?
know what's going on.
They haven't asked yet.
Did you? Now you meet with these people regularly with your new game show.
But I don't talk. I don't say. So here's the truth of how it goes.
All right.
Howard, they pursued you very diligently last year.
Yes.
And your deal was such that you signed a 2-year deal. And correct me if I'm wrong.
I signed a 1-year deal
with an option for a second year.
I said to them on a handshake that I would come back a second year. I don't know what I actually said.
Okay, but here,
you know what? I never
you don't
even
know
looked
what
at.
you said?
I don't know what I signed.
No, but you signed signed a 1-year deal with an option that if you had a good time and you wanted to, you would make up your mind and come back.
That's right. Something like that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
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 Which is an unusual, but that's not how the show works. And if you enjoy this year and you want to come back next year, it'll be different.
Yes.
So traditionally, at this time of year before the holidays, we don't know. You know, we don't know. Sharon's never known. I've never known before the holidays. I think that you made a decision. You got ahead of the ball and crafted your own announcement now.
Yes.
They would make the announcement later. There's a lot of changes going on. You know, the executive producers have been changed, a lot of them.
Yes.
I haven't met the woman that is now running the show with Jason.
Me neither.
Right, but you had a contract where you could make that decision.
I don't even want to meet anybody.
Here's what I would say.
Right.
I would love to do it.
Yes.
I would love to work with you.
Yes.
And if they ask, I will be there.
Right. All right. So, in other words,
you
we're
want
waiting.
to do it.
We're waiting to find out because I know you love doing it.
I do love doing it. It's a great job. I would love to do it, and we know that now that you've signed on, it's back here in New York. I would love to come to New York, and I love the show. I love working with you.
But I take it that if you're not back, you'll be happy because this game show is something that you're very passionate about and you have ownership in.
Well, I have ownership and Take It All, but I would love Take It All to go, but there's nothing precluding me from doing both.
Well, they must like you because
I'm doing that. I'm doing the show on Fox. I'm doing Mobbed. I could do a lot of things.
They must like you because they're giving you a game show on the network, so therefore they
have
like you.
a really good relationship with everybody at NBC. I love NBC, and I feel I've been doing shows at NBC since St. Elsewhere.
Right.
You know,
so you would be surprised if they didn't come to you and say, "Okay, Howie, it's time to sign up for another year."
If they didn't do that, would I be surprised?
Yeah.
I would. I'm never surprised in this business about anything.
You know well, I'm going to go on record. I love working with you, but if they don't sign you,
right,
I hope it's a really hot guy who replaces you.
Hotter than me.
Hotter than you.
That's impossible. And somebody who's not so depressed.
Yeah. And no depressed people. Somebody with luscious hair and no antidepressants.
And somebody who's quiet. When they're in the next room. A quiet person.
If I'm taking a nap, someone who respects that.
Yes.
I feel you'll be back.
I would love to. You know, from your mouth to God's ear. You know, and you know, it's just this is normal. This is business as usual. Every year.
Wait a minute.
What?
Do you think Piers was in the same position, or was he an automatic yes?
Nobody's an automatic yes.
Really?
Nobody. And I say this with, and it's not even, you know, they change They've changed their management. They've changed they change schedules.
Yes.
They change everything. That's what television is. And, you know, I love doing the show. When I got asked to do it every year, I didn't know whether I was going to be there until maybe January or February because we start in March. You ask Sharon, she'll tell you the same thing.
Right.
And if you should enjoy this year.
When do you find out if you're really going to
I'm telling you, January
or February.
Yeah,
Okay.
they start in March. And that's, if you want to do a third year, that's what you're going to do. Your agreement allowed you to make an early decision on your own.
I see.
Aside from everybody else. So
What about Nick? Nick
is
just announced-
back.
Nick is back.
But the
That's what I
reason
heard.
that Nick has to be back and announced now is because they're actually taping right now.
He has to be there for the preliminary show.
You know all those scenes where you see him in the crowds and they're at those towns. They're shooting that now.
That's right.
I see.
Listen, I'm going to take a stand right now, if I may do this on your behalf.
Please.
If Howie doesn't get asked back, I'm going to write a very mean tweet.
Really?
That's right. And I don't do that a lot. But for you, I would do that.
You would tweet for me.
I would make an anti-NBC tweet. That's right.
Well, I would
very
never
vicious.
make I would
No,
never.
I feel you'll
A
be
vicious
back.
tweet.
I feel you will be.
I
mean,
would love to. I
the way
love
you're
everybody at
explaining
NBC.
it,
I
no,
love the show, and this is not any different than any other year.
I see.
And they have my phone number, and I see them every day. I will see them tonight at The Voice.
I see.
You know,
I see.
then I hope everybody and all your listeners, you know what, watch the show tonight. And there's also a play along. They can play along and win thousands of dollars because you can guess you can guess the prices, which one is the least valuable.
Well, you're in all full sales mode. I mean, this is a big night for you. You're not screwing around.
Well, it's his show, Howard.
Oh my God! Tell me how this works financially for you.
Yeah.
When you say you pitched the game show, you created the game show.
Right.
If this thing developed,
That's partners.
if this thing takes off, do you own a piece of it? In other words,
absolutely.
All right. If it goes into syndication, you own a piece of it. Like
not
in other
syndication.
countries.
Yes. The format. So we're already doing that. So if you have a game like I didn't own Deal or No Deal, but if you had a game like Deal or No Deal, you know that it was played in different languages in different countries.
Right.
Howie.
You know, Simon Cowell made, I think his biggest fortune might be coming from, besides music, it might be coming from AGT, which is, you know, Britain's Got Talent and Canada's Got Talent.
He owns that.
He owns that format.
Look at Merv Griffin. He built a whole empire on owning Hollywood. What is that stupid game
Wheel
show?
of Fortune, Jeopardy.
Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy. Yeah.
Should I create a game show? Is that what you're saying to me? That, in other words, this could be
Why
very
aren't you
big.
thinking up games?
What is the upside? Put it to me in terms of something we can understand. Let's say this thing takes off.
Well,
let's say it turns into Let's Make a Deal.
Universal and NBC own a bigger part of it than I do.
Understood. Do you own 10% of the thing?
I think I do better than that.
Maybe 15 or 20.
I think I do better. I could make a lot of money. I mean, it's
you could become a billionaire from this, feasibly, conceivably.
Well, I don't know. I don't know where that. There's no end to what could.
You could either end up killing yourself.
You
You could end up killing yourself because the thing tanks, or you could end up being incredibly rich. This is exciting. This is the game.
Come on, let's
This is
all
what I
make
love
Howie
about-
Mandel a power broker.
This is
It's
the
up
game
to
show.
all your listeners to watch
To
tonight.
keep you from killing yourself.
To keep me from. Just keep me alive.
If the show fails, you will kill yourself. So this is a very
There's a
high
chance.
stakes.
There's a chance.
Yeah.
I could become. I could.
Sometimes working with you on America's Got Talent.
Right.
I noticed, especially toward the end, you become. Now, maybe I'm starting to understand why you're on an antidepressant.
What happened at
There's
the end?
things with Howie's personality where all of a sudden you think he's angry with you. Like
Maybe that's your personality that you're a little
I wasn't
neurotic.
the only one. Listen to me. I wasn't the only one.
What?
You're an incredibly friendly guy, nice, easygoing guy, and then all of a sudden, you kind of go into this mode where you kind of
I get
shut
pensive.
down. I'm not kidding. I'm being honest with you.
Okay.
You get closed off, like it's hard to even talk to you, and then you'll even turn your back on somebody while you're talking to them and stuff.
No, I never did that.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm not the only one you did this to. And I started
did that
to think,
you.
Yeah, you kind of turn off. Howie, listen to me. And you hit people. No, you never hit anyone. But there's something that goes.
Are you serious, Howard?
Yeah. There's something that happens with Howie. He's not Mr. Happy-go-lucky all the time.
No, I'm not. I'll tell you that.
I've seen it
I
happen.
get pensive, and I get,
Yeah.
but sometimes things will click in my head, but I'm not angry at anybody.
Yeah,
and
but who knows?
But now that you tell me that, I don't want to offend anybody.
No, it's not offensive. It's well, it is offensive.
Well,
but
it is offensive.
Yeah, but I worry about
so I'm
you.
offensive. I'm depressed.
Yeah, I see the thing that you're battling.
Is this spot doing good for me in my life and my?
I don't know. I'm telling you, I see what you're talking about.
You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I saw it happen at AGT. You get this thing going.
We were working together?
Yeah. I saw it backstage, especially after the show.
Well, I'll tell you, sometimes, and this is totally honest, in quiet time, when I'm not working, that's why I work so much. Then I get, work for me is a distraction from the...
But do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
You didn't sense you got into this kind of mood.
Well, I fight depression and I fight anxiety and I fight all that, so maybe that's what you
Tell me about your depression. What happens to you? Like, do you start having suicidal thoughts? Yeah, I feel you're in danger here.
Are you trying to make is this the power of suggestion?
No,
you want me to just off myself?
No, of course not. Do you have suicidal thoughts?
No.
But you get incredibly what? Sad about life?
It becomes really hard to function.
Explain how that happens. What happens to you? Maybe I have this. What do you mean it's hard to function? I mean, I think every day
I turn my back on people.
No, well, you do that. You do get like that.
I did not.
Several people noticed it, not
Tell me
just
who.
me.
Tell me who.
I don't want to. I don't
you.
want to out them. I don't want to out them.
Tell me
they
who
all
said
came
that.
to you, Howard?
Tell
How'd
me
they
who
get
said
to
that.
you?
No, be honest with me. I want to better myself as a person, and I feel bad
know
I
if I
offended
tell you,
somebody.
it was only one person.
Tell me who said that.
And he didn't feel offended. It was a he. He didn't feel offended.
Tell me who it was.
He just said,
Ronnie.
he goes, gee, what's with Howie? He goes, no. He said, we used to pal around, and all of a sudden he started to kind of turn. I go, I think it's his depression.
Who was palling around
Tell me
with
who
you?
it was.
All right, it was Sharon, Nick, Paul Telegdi, and Jason Raff.
Everyone
at the
It wasn't.
No,
was it really somebody?
It was
Tell me
one
who it
person.
was.
I'm not going to tell you, I said.
Why not?
Because
why do I have to be honest and open
confidence.
about everything, and you can't?
Because you're the guest. If I was on your show, I'd be honest.
But you know what? I will make them feel good. Tell me who it is. No, because I will approach
never
them.
tell. I will never tell.
It rhymes with.
I won't do it. I won't do it.
Let's phone them.
It was a guy, right?
Let's phone them.
It was a guy. It was a guy.
Somebody who works on the show.
It was a guy. It was a guy. I'm not going to even go any further than that. So I wasn't the only one picking it up.
Well, now
what's going on?
Neurosis. You're making me crazy. Seriously, tell me who it was.
Nobody.
Will you tell me off the air?
No, of course not.
Please.
I'm making it up.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Why are you doing that?
Who did he talk to?
This is a fragile.
Listen to me.
Yeah.
I want to know.
Yeah.
What's going on inside you when you're not on your medication? What happens?
My OCD flares up.
Yes.
That's the hardest thing.
Right.
And that makes me depressed. I can't get past things. You know what I mean?
Do you take things to heart?
Oh, I'm a mess. Yes.
What do you think it is? Why are you such a mess? Seriously, what do you ever?
I believe it's a chemical imbalance.
You do. You think there's something chemically wrong with you as opposed to the way you were raised?
Not the way I was raised. I was raised very loving and supportive, and
you really believe that?
Do I believe that?
I've met your mother.
I'm wrong.
She's very mean. No, she's a lovely woman, but I don't know what the dynamic was there.
No, the dynamic with my parents was very good.
Was
very
she too involved with you, your mother, maybe? Was she
too involved?
Yeah, was she overly on top of you? Maybe that's what all this is. You feel you can't function.
I was always on top.
Do you feel you can't function? Do you feel you can't function without your mother?
God.
Seriously, is that what's going on here?
No.
I see her around you all the time.
I have a healthy upbringing.
I never saw a guy run around with his mother that much.
There is a thought.
Much,
I will tell you something.
Yeah.
There is a thought. There is a study, and I'm adhering to this at this point, that the OCD, there is some connection between OCD and strep. And I had a lot of ear infections and strep throat. I almost missed a year of school.
Right.
And there is some, at UCLA, there is some study that is connecting that issue with people who have OCD.
Really?
Yes.
I had a lot of that too.
What, you had
cold?
So did I.
Yeah.
So did I. But I don't have either of your problems.
Robin has that.
Well, no, I used to get
now
strep
you're
all
with
the
me, and then
time.
Robin goes, so did I. That's not it.
That ruined it. Everybody
There's
had a lot of
no good
cold.
feeling here. I'm going to start my day, this marathon day, in depression.
Don't miss Howie Mandel hosting Take It All tonight and all week at 9 o'clock on NBC.
Do you know how hard it was for me to even... Let me just tell you something, why I believe in this game. Deal or No Deal is the biggest success I've ever had. From everything I've done, from St.
Absolutely.
Elsewhere and stand-up and everything.
Why is the show no longer on the air, do you think?
I ran its course. We did 500 episodes. Ask the executive producer. He's here.
Deal or No Deal did 500 episodes.
Right.
And you think it just burned out?
I think, people had seen it. We opened cases. This has got all those elements plus more. I promise you, I was offered almost every other game show since then when my show went off the air. I said no, I had no interest.
Like what? What were you offered? Talk to me about one that you passed on that has been a huge hit.
I don't know if it's been a huge hit. Nothing else has been a huge hit. But I think they talked to me about Minute to Win It and a few other shows. I don't want.
Why didn't you take them?
Because I'm not interested in asking people to do stunts. I'm not interested in trivia questions. I'm not interested in
You don't want to host killer karaoke?
No, but it looks funny.
All right.
But I didn't want to do that. What I loved about Deal or No Deal and fell in love with is you didn't need any skill. You didn't need to do trivia. You didn't need to do. It was just about people and people at the Ross.
That's true.
This is the first show that has that, and I said I'm going to do this. I didn't have to do this. I was selling it. I sell shows that I'm not in.
How many? You must be doing incredibly well with all these shows.
Yeah,
now that I'm thinking about it. What is your net worth? Seriously. Are you worth over $100 million?
I don't know.
You are. I just realized it.
You just realized.
He's Sharon's neighbor. He must have a nice house.
Yeah.
I do have a nice house.
How many homes do you own?
I have a few.
Do you really?
Yeah.
How many do you own? 3?
No.
5?
No.
More? Who needs 5 houses?
Howie does. How do you... I'm fascinated. Do you really own more than 5 homes?
Yes.
How do you run those? Do you rent them out as investment? No, you own them.
Yeah.
And do you live in? Do you live in all of them? In other words, do you go, hey, there's my Vegas home, and I'll go in when I'm in
I don't have a Vegas home.
Where are your homes? In California, obviously.
I have in California and Toronto.
How many? Just between California and Toronto, you own over 5 homes.
Well, I have, people live in them.
Oh, your family.
Oh, you're
lives in
putting
them.
up other people.
Well,
so in other words, you buy a house and you say, "Mom, go live in this house," and you keep it as an investment. Is that the plan?
I do that.
I like it.
And I have, but places for me to go and live in too.
But why in California do you need multiple homes to live? In other words, one at the beach, and then you have one at in L.A.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
No,
Howard?
that makes sense.
Howard,
no,
you
that
got
makes
one
sense.
in the Hamptons?
Well, I
You
have
got
2
one-
homes. I don't have 10 fucking homes. I have 2 homes.
Okay, and then I have a home. I do this when my kids go to college. I buy a home there, and then it's like a business because instead of her living in a dorm. I rent out the rooms.
Oh.
And then at the end of her college education, I could sell the home, and then she gets a free education, and I've made some.
Do they always make money, these homes?
Yeah.
They do?
Yeah, real estate.
Are you a genius at picking these places? Because a lot of places don't go
My
up.
wife is actually is the brains behind the real estate.
Gee, that's very smart. So the kids live in that apartment for 4 years.
House.
In the house.
Mm-hmm.
Have roommates.
Aren't you nervous that the kids are going to fuck the house up?
What can they do?
Didn't your son recently rent out the home you live in for for a party or something?
No, he said he was having a party, and I said, great. I've told this story. I said, you can have a party. He lives in Malibu.
Right.
And then I get a call, I think it was from P. Diddy's company.
Right.
Saying, we'd like to rent out your house for a location shoot for a video. And I said, well, I don't do this, number one. And how did you get my number? I don't know if it was his company or somebody affiliated with him. And they go, well, we saw it online. And I go, what do you mean you saw it online? And they said, well, we saw Skilo. Skilo?
That's your son?
No, that's another rapper. We saw the video and we liked the location. And I said, what is Skilo and what is this? And if you go to YouTube and you look at Skilo's Burning Up.
Yeah.
That's my house. And if you go and you look at this video, there's like 500 people in my backyard, in the pool. My son is dancing.
My God.
My daughter, who was supposed to be off at college, is dancing with a
No, but you say it like you're proud.
No, I'm not proud.
I mean, that's
here's
terrible...
here's why I was proud. I got so angry with him. He rented the house. He made like 20,000. Yeah, I think he got. He made some money. I don't know what he.
Oh my God!
He rented out my house.
But you were proud of him for doing this?
No, he just makes me. Listen. He got reprimanded. But it makes me laugh. He's always. Alex is always in a predicament. My son is always scheming.
But he's always involving you. I mean,
it does.
Yeah.
It does involve
Do
you.
you let him? Do you let him?
It's not that funny, but it is in a way.
Howie, do you let him keep the money, or do you say, son, this is my money. It's my house. You're not supposed to be doing this. You take this money.
He kept.
You let him keep it.
He kept it.
Oh, what kind of punishment is that?
Shouldn't your son be nervous that something bad is going to happen to the house, and that he should be afraid of you a little bit?
He doesn't think about consequences, and that's why he's able to
do all these great things.
He's always got schemes happening. It's Alex Mandel, at Alex Mandel, if you want to follow him on Twitter. I think he also does these.
If you come back to America's Got Talent, will you continue to give out your Twitter? You hear that people don't like it.
I think they do like it.
You do?
At Howie Mandel. No, I think they do like it.
Why is that so important to you?
Listen, it's very funny that you should, berate me about it. Yet.
I admitted this to Steve-O. I said, I get caught up in it. When Howie has his Twitter out, I always say to him during the taping, what are the people saying?
Exactly.
I do.
And here's what Steve-O's wrong about. As a judge, I'm doing more of my job than just sitting there and watching because, and you will admit this, how many times have we watched an act, specifically music, more than anything, and then gone home, and it has sounded so different on the television?
You're right.
And ultimately, America's going to vote. So for me to be connected with people and to know how this sounds, to know if they're enjoying it, to get an overall feeling, not only I'm judging first and foremost on my own personal instincts and what I think, how I think somebody's coming across.
Right.
But I also want to know how it's coming across to America. And, if they're, and maybe even, do they agree with what we're saying?
But I feel it does slow you down and influence you. It's people don't necessarily know.
I'll tell you, Twitter does influence me, but it doesn't slow me down. I think I have a whole other scope to come from. And I always give out my Twitter handle because in live, in real time, I'm getting a sense of what I'm doing. And, aren't we in a business where we are entertaining or informing the people?
Yes.
So, but right now, you and me are talking. I have no idea how the people are receiving this. So if they
Why aren't you checking your Twitter?
I checked the Twitter. They don't like what you're saying.
At Howie Mandel, tell me what you think about this. And tell your friends to watch Take It All tonight on NBC after The Voice.
Now, I would think... things were really bad between you and Piers because I would think that you would promote your new game show on his CNN talk show, but you used to say, publicly, Piers just doesn't like me.
I think he didn't like me.
Right.
I will admit
he didn't like you said.
He told you?
Well, I could just tell his...
I don't think he liked me, but I realized that it was television, and I was happy to play it up and be annoying to him, and you know what? It was uncalled for, I think, his disdain for my opinion and who I was. But
one could say that you have certainly done way more in show business than Piers Morgan. I mean, if you're going to evaluate a judge on what they've done in the business, you've been on television, the movies. You got a stand-up career. You've done it all.
I have done it all.
It was very unfair of him to say that your opinion doesn't count. He might disagree with you, but your opinion certainly counts.
Well, what I loved about you and me working together is there was many times where we did vehemently disagree.
Yes,
but I think we had a mutual. Not begrudging. I think I have a huge respect for what when you see somebody who's built a career and has a following and has sustained for this amount of time.
You got to respect that.
You respect that.
I also respect the fact.
Here's what I respect the fact of.
What?
Even as well as I do in whatever I do, if tonight on Take It All, if 20 million people watch the show.
Right.
It would be unheard of.
Right.
Okay. At this point, but in my mind, There are 300 million people in this country. That means 280 million people decided not to watch it.
I'm right with you.
You're always going to be at a loss.
Yes.
I respect the
And
fact that somebody doesn't like or has no interest in something that I'm interested in.
Can you?
But wait a minute.
I get defeated. I can't believe that all of America would be interested in everything I have to do. I can't believe it. It drives me fucking crazy when all 300
Well, that's
million
what keeps
people are
you
not there.
striving, because there's still 280 million people out there to get.
But you know,
I think Howie
laugh at
develops.
that.
I think Howie develops all these shows because he just likes giving out his Twitter, and that's what this is all about.
You don't Twitter so much anymore. I follow you,
know,
and you don't do anything.
I'm going to get back into it at some point, but I don't know. There's so
But
much
wait a minute.
negativity.
Oh, you know, maybe that's why I'm so depressed.
Yeah,
because
I'm
people
sure
go,
maybe
you
that's
suck,
it,
you-
yeah.
I won't even read it anymore. As soon as I go on there,
But you know I'm addicted to that?
Yeah, but they shit on my wife. They shit on me.
Me too.
and I just am like, why would I put that into my day? I get enough shit all day.
But I kind of maybe it's too much. I'm obsessed about trying to figure out what it is that turned them off. And as a stand-up, you can play Radio City Music Hall and get a standing ovation and see one guy in the front who's not laughing and is turned off by
Yes,
what you're
but
doing.
Twitter's
and you
gonna
focus on that. No, but the whole evening becomes about that. I walk
yes,
off
but
the
Twitter's going to ruin you if you keep checking it, because you are unique and you do your own thing, and
it has been successful.
You're going to try to conform to some
I know.
retard's fucking
It's
view.
caused me trouble. I talked about this once in my book. I was doing a concert, and the crowd is roaring, and there's one guy who's not even, it looks like he's purposely ignoring me, sitting in the front. He's not even looking at me. So I said to him, I said, wait, I got to be honest with you, because I'm honest on stage, like you are on the radio. And I said, the show seems to be going well, but I'm having a terrible time. This fucking idiot in the blue shirt, I've been on stage for 40 fucking minutes, and he doesn't even look at me. He doesn't even look at me. He won't make eye contact. What the fuck is wrong with you? And the lady beside him says, he's blind.
Oh.
My heart dropped. I went,
Is that true?
Fuck, that's absolutely true.
Wow.
Absolutely true. And I went, and I said, where do I go from here? But then I just took it in that second, and I went, well, why the fuck does he need front row seats?
Hey, are you?
What is the difference? Why the fuck would you
Move
say
him out.
blind man in the front?
He did that to fuck with you.
Yeah.
Are you following this thing with these radio DJs who pranked and the woman killed herself? And
You know
all
what?
that?
Yes.
And don't you?
I feel bad
Because
for
you
them.
have a prank show.
I
yeah.
do. I opened up the show saying that. I feel bad for the DJs.
Oh, did you? Yeah, I'll tell you something. I,
clearly-
feel bad for them because, and I'll say this right now, and this may be bad. I would have done the exact same thing.
Sure.
You're on radio. How many times have you made calls to somebody's house?
All the time.
Here's the thing. I feel horrible for that nurse. And
Me too.
as somebody who suffers from mental illness, I know that it can, and you tried to send me where that nurse
Nobody's
is.
more mentally ill than you. I
Yeah,
know.
Right. But you have to say, and it's really, for people to get on the bandwagon and say that these DJs did a terrible thing, as somebody who suffers from mental illness, there's a lot more going on than this one prank phone call for this woman to have taken her life.
And it was the lamest. Of course, the woman is probably had an issue. That's
But
all.
to call a hospital and go, it's so silly
ridiculous.
and funny. But the ride that these DJs took, because they became from obscure to world famous, and they were on top of the world for 12 hours.
Right.
Yeah.
To they're just being dragged through the mud right now.
I got a guy on
They
the
were
phone.
fired.
I got a guy on the phone.
They said that they were self-exiled.
I don't know, but I had a guy on the phone from Australia. He's telling me this was their first week on the air, that in fact the DJ is a guy from a reality television show in Australia.
The
Like
Amazing Race.
Yeah, it was his
Oh, my
first week
gosh.
on the air, so I think it's like, the guy's completely rocked. But I mean, it sounded like
No,
just,
it would kill me.
It didn't even sound like that good a prank call. It was just so lame. I don't know why anyone would
But I
kill
would
themselves
imagine,
over it.
Howard, has there any, throughout your career, because you've been...
Yes. I've been in trouble.
But have you ever felt bad about pushing so hard where something has happened to somebody in their life after, in this 30 years, you haven't pushed somebody?
As a guy,
No.
I think you know this. This show was responsible for 485 suicides just in 1 week. So,
And you wear that like a badge of honor.
And I slept like a baby through the whole thing.
This
Listen,
show saves lives. What are you talking
Are you
about?
kidding? I save lives. What's the matter with you?
But I have something to
Oh.
take up with Howie.
What is that, Rob?
Because you talked about your judging philosophies.
Right.
which brought you to blows occasionally. You know,
Not
verbal
blows,
anyway.
right.
Verbal.
Nobody blew
shenanigans.
anyone.
I blew you once.
And then I turned my back on you and ignored you.
Right. Yes.
But Howie,
Yes.
you know, like you talk about the fact that you've built this career and the whole thing. How do you put through people like Big Barry?
I've explained that many times. You know,
No.
By the way,
That man has no possibility of a career.
You know
really?
You
and Larry Bud Millman didn't have a career.
He's not
And
Larry Bud
Professor-
Mellman.
And Professor Irwin Corey.
And Larry Bud Mellman didn't have a career after Letterman stopped talking to him.
Yes, he did.
He
Yes,
had a
he did.
huge career. He opened a Chuck E. Cheese. I saw him. Hey, by the way, we went out to eat Saturday night with my wife, and this guy, one of the waiters, I'm walking out, he says to me, "Howard, you want this?" It's this little wooden coin. It had Big Barry's face on it. He used to be a waiter at one of Big Barry's restaurants, and like I don't even know how this waiter. He couldn't have known I was coming. You know what I mean? It was like he's walking around with a Big Barry coin. And Robin says he's not a star.
Wait a minute. Look, Howard, I think I saw that "what you gonna do" guy begging on the street.
Well, here's the thing.
He's doing very well.
Robin, the fact that here we are almost a year later and you remember Big Barry.
It's the only guy I remember.
Right, and you can't remember somebody who had a nice voice, that girl with the red hair that was singing with the guy that you were trying to get together that you wanted him to.
I don't know her name.
What's her name?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. That's marketability. That's something electric.
And after you got Big Barry, you don't know what to expect.
Yes.
Howard was really looking for a superstar.
I wanted
and
the
I don't
comedian.
know what you're looking for.
I wanted Tom
here's what
Carter
I'm
to
looking
win.
for. America makes the superstar. It's like saying we're going to make a viral video. How do you make a viral video? Videos go viral. If I want to go see them again, if I would pay to see them, if I would laugh at them, if I enjoy the show, that's what I can do. You look at all these shows on American Idol. How many superstars have they made with all the people that have passed through?
They've made
a few.
At least five.
Three.
Five.
Oh, man,
In 12
maybe
years?
Five. Yeah, I'll name them.
Okay.
Carrie Underwood, Kelly Clarkson, Jennifer Hudson.
Daughtry. Jennifer Hudson was made by the movie. She just happened to be on.
But she still showed up on American Idol first. They would never have seen her.
That's right.
Okay.
Who cares? Who knows what we're even talking about?
Right.
All right, Howie, listen.
Yeah.
I'm wishing you tremendous
Are you
luck.
going to watch it?
I will, actually.
You should watch it.
But by your explanation was so convoluted that now I have to watch it to see if I can figure out what the hell
Just
you're
the
talking
least
about.
expensive goes home, but the face-off at the end. You got to stay at the end. You watch, figure out if people are lying and how they're.
I hope you get over your depression. I wish that for you.
I will. The minute I leave here,
yes, you're going to be much better.
Don't get off medication.
I'll say it right now, and I hope we get a chance to work together again. I love you. I love the show.
If you are back on the show,
right.
And I love you too, who do you think should replace Sharon Osbourne? It's now.
She's irreplaceable, but didn't you mention? Was it you who mentioned Cher?
I mentioned Cher. If they're going to go for the older,
they're also talking about. I don't think they're going for an older woman, and I think there's a possibility there might be four.
Four judges.
Right.
You heard
Can
that,
I
right?
say I think that I haven't heard that. I think that's a mistake, and I'll tell you why. Sitting through all the judges beside myself is even to me tedious. Three felt right to me. Three opinions. I see these shows with four opinions. You want to hang yourself, and you know this. There were times they give us 10 seconds for our opinion because they run out of time. They rush you too much.
Well, I don't know what they're doing. I just hope that I'm there with you.
Four.
That's what they're talking about.
I mean, good Lord.
It's possible.
Who
I
was
got to sit
talking
through
about that?
I sit through two under protest, but three, no.
I don't know that either one of you would get a chance to talk if Cher was on the show.
I don't think Cher's got that much to say. What do you think of that?
You think
really?
not?
That's right. That's why I want her. I want someone
She's
to shut
always
up.
tweeting and getting into. She loves to communicate.
Who would be a very? What do you think we need on that show to replace Sharon? I think Sharon was terrific. I wish she would have.
What would be a good dynamic?
I think when you go to replace somebody, you don't replace somebody. You go for a totally different dynamic.
Should they go for someone young?
Young. I think that
hot.
Young and hot.
Who do you like? Who would you like to see sitting there? You and I can.
Anybody young
You and I can
hot.
put our hand in her lap during the show.
Beyonce.
Do you go for somebody like a Lindsay Lohan who's like more of a stunt?
Oh, stop that.
No, but you know what? Lindsay Lohan is a stunt. But I wonder, it would be interesting to hear what she says because her whole life is about marketing herself. She's not doing a great job.
No, she's a failure in that sense. She had a
Well,
huge
not a
career.
failure.
Who is your part? Give me an idea. You're good at this. You pitch these game shows. Who is a person that you would say to the network you want to see in that chair? You have thoughts.
I do have thoughts. I don't know.
Just let him out. Let him out. Let him out of that depressed head of yours.
I'm not shutting down. I promise you.
Don't shut down.
I don't know. I don't know.
This is what you do. Don't turn your back.
I'm not turning my back. I'm trying to think.
Who would you like? Give me 2 names of people three names, because I have OCD. 2 is a bad number. Give me 3 names that you go right off the top of your head you want to see in that chair if you're back as a judge on America's Got Talent.
I would like to see Sarah Silverman.
Go ahead.
That's
That's one name. Go ahead. Another comedian? Don't you think you're the funny man?
I don't have an issue with that. But I think that she's also incredibly smart. And
you're not going to feel competitive with her?
No.
You don't think the two of you are going to be vying for the witty comment
on that show, I don't compete.
Okay, good.
I don't.
All
I
right.
don't think, I feel like tonight I'm competing.
Right.
With everything else that's on television. And I
what
want
is
my
on
show.
against you tonight?
I don't know. I don't know.
You've studied it like the Torah.
I think not much. I think not much. I think Take It All is all there is.
You should do well.
But the thing is, I feel like as a judge, I'm not performing. I'm not, I'd hate to be in the position of being on stage. I feel like when they ask me to do that show, it's like a gift. I show up.
Sarah Silverman.
I think she's attractive.
What about Susan
funny.
Boyle?
Not attractive.
Sarah Silverman is attractive.
Do you think she'd be good? A good judge?
I do. I do think she'd be good.
I've seen her also be serious, to talk about.
She's very astute. So,
I saw her on Talking Dead the other day.
Really?
Right. What about Rosie O'Donnell? I've recommended her, and everyone looks at me like I'm crazy. Why is that? Well, I think she's terrific.
That?
And women like her.
Jenny McCarthy?
No.
No.
You just want her.
No, she said, I don't know. I haven't even thought about it. I liked the Cher idea.
You like that?
You don't?
I made the recommendation.
I don't know her.
Funny, no black recommendations. Interesting. Are you a racist?
I'm a racist.
Yes.
Robin.
Leave it at that.
Robin.
What's wrong with Robin?
Robin.
Exactly.
Would you judge Robin?
Of course you would.
I judge all of you. I might as well
what about the
judge
retarded
contestants, too.
Kardashian?
The retarded Kardashian.
Wasn't there one? Or are they all that? All right. What about Gary Busey?
Oh, I love Gary Busey.
Me too.
Did you watch that show with Following Gary?
I loved it.
I loved
it.
I actually did a movie with him.
Was it a weird experience? Because he's out of his fucking mind, right?
Horrible.
A horrible movie?
Horrible.
Horrible experience?
The whole
Was he a nightmare?
I don't know why I brought this up.
Bring it up. What happened? Was he just like late to the set and not prepared? And was he just everything?
I just don't
rambling all the
I don't
time?
understand.
You don't understand.
Do you follow him on Twitter?
No. Should I?
You got to.
Because he makes ridiculous statements.
You know what I find? This is another thing I like about Twitter. The people that you think are the most fucked up, the people that are always the people pontificating philosophies.
Right.
I can't even, my mind is going blank, but some airhead, some crazy, like a Lindsay Lohan.
Right.
You'll read her Twitter. It's not her Twitter, but it'll say, happiness can only be found from within. These are my words for today. What the fuck are you telling me?
Well, don't you think these are people that are trying to figure out life, so they turn to these philosophies and these little, the most fucked up people are the ones who are trying to, they're trying to read a manual for life. They're trying to figure out how to make themselves happy.
I think that I'm fucked up and I'm not one that can give advice.
Right.
And I'm not philosophizing to the world.
Right.
And
Gary
telling you
Busey should not be giving advice.
Man, didn't he just go through bankruptcy? He's got, I read he's got $40 left.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yes.
goodness.
But he says he feels like the weight has been lifted.
All that money
is gone. And
well, Howie, you're a delight.
Well, let's see what Howie's competing against tonight.
Go ahead.
He has, CBS has 2 episodes of Two Broke Girls.
Are they repeats?
No, they seem to be new.
Then I don't want to hear any more of the list.
Well, let's hear it.
Let's
figure out.
You're not helping me, Robin. I'm here to promote my show.
Well, we're going to watch your show.
Yeah,
you have
Of
no
course,
problem.
we're watching you.
And all
right,
your listeners.
so that's on CBS. What's on ABC?
Oh, God.
On Fox is the American Country Awards.
Well, you should be able to beat that.
That's the second hour of that. You'll be.
Yeah, by
against-
by the second hour, everyone will be tuned out
Wait,
of
that's
that.
that's not the CMAs. That's the
No, it's even
No,
worse.
that's the ACA.
As bad as the CMAs. All right, and what's
I'm
on
not
A-
going to knock them.
and what's-
Fox runs Mobbed.
All
that's a
right,
good network.
you can knock them. Yeah, and what's on
And
ABC?
then on ABC is Extreme Makeover Home Edition.
Well, that's a bunch of
completion or
shit.
something.
You should be
Well,
able to
I'll
beat
tell you
that.
something. We give away more money than Deal or No Deal. I'm so excited about this. You know, people have choices.
All right,
Let's just watch my
calm
show.
down. All right,
It's
We'll
on
all
every
watch
night.
it.
It's on every night at 9.
Good luck. I mean, really,
It's an event. They're calling it an event.
Good luck. You're going to need it. All right, let's.
Really?
No, you're going to
sound like a
I'm
good-
just fucking with you. It does sound good.
I want you to watch
watching it.
I think you'll
can't
like
wait
it,
to
and you'll talk
see
about
it.
it tomorrow.
I'm going to watch it.
Try it.
You're going to have a heart attack. You're so nervous about this. Calm
I am
down.
nervous.
I know. I don't blame
want
you.
to be successful.
I know.
It's important to me. It's
This is-
important to you too. You know that when you do things, it's.
That's why I don't do things. I don't want to go through this.
But you've made big decisions in life.
It's enough
hard
already.
decisions.
Yes, I have.
They kill you.
They do.
But we do it.
You do it because
And you think you get a thick skin. I think I'm just.
You know what? You
Shedding.
two are not running the world. The president makes big decisions.
It doesn't feel like that. All right, look. Let's call it a day for Howie. He's got a long morning.
I do. What
And
time is it?
It's 7:59, 8 o'clock.
I got to go.
You've been here for an hour.
I have.
It's enough.
It seems like
It's
3.
good to see you.
It's good to see you.
Let's say, don't miss Howie Mandel hosting Take It All tonight and all week at 9 o'clock on NBC.
Right after The Voice.
Right after The Voice. The guy's having a nervous fucking breakdown over this.
I think it's great. I saw it. We've pre-taped it. I'm telling you, I'm thrilled with it.
We know you are. The question is, are we thrilled with it?
I think
and
you
that's
will be.
gonna
If you like Deal or No Deal, you will like this show. It's Deal or No
Howie,
Deal meets The Price is
You
Right.
made the sale.
I did.
We're going to
Watch it because Howie will be live tweeting.
I've been tweeting at Howie Mandel.
Also, Howie wants you to know, if you want to rent Howie's house in Malibu, go to @Alex Mandel. @Alex Mandel.
Yes, do that.
And that's how you get the quick inside price on Howie's house. It's a
You
great
should start
house.
tweeting him. It'll wake him up now.
Yeah, I'm going to put. Hey, go to Alex Mandel if you want to.
At Alex Mandel.
For more information, go to HowieMandel.com also. We should mention that. Howie's a great guy, and everyone knows that. Watch his show tonight, and we'll be back right after these words.
That's a rough way to start your press tour. I mean, because Howard runs you through the gamut. I mean, that was almost like a psychological evaluation.
It was.
for a while.
I'm psychologically spent. I've got nothing else. And it's only the first thing I've done. I'm just going to sit quietly on the rest of the shows today.
Are you going, if you return to America's Got Talent, are you going to be particularly self-aware because of this, what Howard revealed, that people are noticing things about you? Or do you think this is Howard just messing with your head? Mr. Mandel?
I'm sorry. Did I just shut down and turn my back on you?
You did. You didn't even notice it.
I didn't. I don't know that I did. I didn't never realize I do that.
You know what? I'm going to let you off the hook. I'll see you Saturday night at Alex's party. We're going to have a ripper.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, we'll see you then.
See ya.
Rap star The Game. Although some people told me he changed his name to Game. But
the is taken off?
The Game will be here. Guy's had a most colorful life. And he's got his new single out. And we'll be talking to him. I mean, what a life. It's almost like
What's gone on in his life?
Well, it's almost like he grew up in a war zone. Between the abuse, the parents, the gangs, the whole getting shot. I mean, it's a very rich life, but I'll talk to him about it.
You consider that a rich life?
I consider it a nightmare. I really do consider the game's life a nightmare. I mean, most people would break from his life.
Most people are broken from his life.
Yeah.
You know, there are not a lot of people come out of that as a success.
Yeah, well, he got lucky with his rapping, but most people either end up in jail or dead from his life.
Yeah, that's generally what happens.
That's right, Robin.
My name is The Game. Sort of a rapper. I'm not here to promote anything, really. I don't really promote shit. I kind of just rap around the world. And people seem to come out in droves and throw their hands up.
I got interrupted.
All right.
They're interrupted, man. But what I think of Howard, I think Howard's great. I don't really care about anybody else except my kids and Howard Stern. That's just it, man.
All right, good luck to you, man.
All right.
All right. Rap star The Game, tremendously successful. He celebrates his new single. He has a new album that's in stores, Jesus Piece.
What is his biggest hit? Do we know it?
I don't know anything about rap, but he's worth like $25 million.
How's that?
From his career.
Come on.
Yeah.
You can make that kind of money in the music business
Oh, yeah.
these days?
And he's, there he is, The Game.
Let me take a look at
Or
him.
should I say Game? Or The Game? Let's find
Who
out.
are you? What's your real name?
Game, are you The Game now or Game? You need those for, you got to go the other way.
That's the mic.
You got a microphone in there. How you doing? Let me see if this is working.
I'm pretty good.
There you go.
Yeah.
So you got that little microphone on there.
It's a nice couch you got here.
And how about the fact that we have microphones in the headphones?
Yeah, this is cool. I've never seen this before. This is like Britney Spears.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
Pleasure to have you on the show. I said to Robin before you came in, I consider your life, when I read about it on paper anyway, as bad as growing up in like a foreign country like Beirut.
Right.
I really do. I mean, to survive that. You know, I even start out with, you grew up in a neighborhood. Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in called Cedar Block, Piru in Compton.
In Compton?
Yeah.
And when I read about your life, it's almost like there were no rules. It's almost like a different part of the world. It's like there's absolutely no restrictions, and and everyone either dies or ends up in jail.
Yeah, you know what's funny is that when you're growing up in it, you can't really understand what's going on. And once I got, I think, to like my second albums when I moved out of Compton, I just didn't get it on the first one. My mom was like, crazy, still living here, and people were like, you can't live here anymore, and I just didn't see it until I was on my way to a release party and had like a shootout on the way. So,
Jesus.
Yeah.
Do you think the shootout was because people were jealous of you and your success was starting to happen?
You know what? It was just regular routine.
Right.
Yeah.
And here you were making it. You had some money in your pocket. I mean, real money.
Yeah.
And, you know, you grew up in a neighborhood that was mostly, there's the Bloods and the Crips, but it was mostly a Crip neighborhood?
Well, actually, where I came up as a young youth, it was pretty much all Crips. But if you walk, maybe 4 or 5 blocks, and you have Bloods, and you walk another 4 or 5 blocks, and you have Spanish gangs, and so it's just like that, and it just rotates all throughout the city.
What happens to a kid who doesn't want to be in a gang? I mean, are they just hung out to dry because you got to have some sort? It's almost like prison. You got to have some affiliation to survive.
I've never met a kid that had a choice from Compton.
And in Compton, you were in the way I read it was you were like in a Crip neighborhood, but you decided to become a Blood or something like that. You became the opposite of what everyone
Well, our
wanted.
grandparents lived in a Blood neighborhood, which was like, like 10 blocks away from where we grew up. And I grew up in a Crip neighborhood, and
right.
I didn't like the color blue too much.
And that's what determined, but your parents were in a gang too, right?
Yeah, my parents were both Crips,
Wow.
which is funny. Yeah.
They were Crips.
Yeah.
And you were a
Blood. Me and my brother.
When you were growing up, how many brothers did you have?
There's 15 of us.
And two of your brothers were murdered, right? I mean, they were killed.
Charles and Javon. Charles got murdered in 99, right before 2000, and Javon got shot in 95 when I was 15. Yeah.
Was this a result of just drive-bys and gang stuff?
My brother Javon got shot in the stomach one time. In like a little, a dispute. And then my other brother, Charles, he got murdered fighting with a drug dealer with one gun.
You know what, Howard? I'm sitting wondering, where do you raise 15 kids?
Yeah, I'm sure your parents didn't have a lot of money.
Yeah, well, you know what? My dad did us the favor of like molesting one of my older sisters, and so we all got split up early into these different these foster homes. So,
and growing up in a foster home, that's got to be the worst torture of all, because you know you have parents out there.
Yeah.
And then they've kind of just thrown you out to the wolves.
Yeah, you know what? My mom had me when she was 19. So about when I went to the foster home, I was about 7 or 8 years old. So she was, you know, for what I know now, being 33, looking back on it, and she was kind of young at 26. And you know, I used to think that she just hated us and she wouldn't come get us and rescue us. And you know, for a 7-year-old to be taken away from their parents, and so. Even though the situation was kind of messed up, you know, you still don't want to be taken out of it and put in somewhere that's, you know, foreign. So
were the foster people nice to you?
They were about as nice as they could be with about 10, you know, multi-ethnic kids, and you know, you go to school and you get teased for having like a Mexican brother and a white brother, and
people don't understand that in the neighborhood I grew up in, you were always teased, and you were like, hey, you're on welfare cheese, you eat welfare cheese, and you know Mexicans, and you're Jamaican, and you're this. I mean, it was always some bullshit going down, and you're like, well, what the fuck? You can't. Everything's a problem, right? There's no peace.
No, it's pretty crazy. And you know, we couldn't get teased about being on welfare. I think the school might have been on welfare too.
Right. Yeah. But
that was just the norm.
Is it possible even to learn anything in school when you're that fucked over by the system that your parents aren't living with you, you're in a foster?
As much as I got 3 kids. As much as I encourage them to, you know, pay attention and focus on school. To be, you know, totally honest, like I think after my ABCs, everything I learned in school, I could have learned at home.
You think so? Were you frustrated as an adult that you didn't did you get a good education, really? I mean, you couldn't have.
Yeah, you know, it was hard to focus, man, with just being young and, you know, having all the drugs around and gangs and, you know, just the women, young girls.
Yeah. What age were you when you got laid?
Man, you know what? It was actually pretty late for me, man. It wasn't until I was like almost 18.
Really?
Yeah, I just lied.
Being in a gang and stuff, you'd think you get like tons of pussy, you know, when you're young.
Yeah, you know what? A bunch of my guys did, and we always sit around and like tell stories, and they'd be like, "Yo, homie, yeah, man, I fucked the shit out this bitch last night," and I'd be like, "Yeah, me too, man. She had the fat," but I was lying. So,
Why do you think do you think you really actually wanted to wait? Did you have something?
Nah, you want to know the truth? The truth is that I actually, you know, was raised. You know, once I got out of foster homes, I was raised by my grandmother. God rest her soul. But you know, she always taught me to respect women. Every day I'd walk out the door to school, she would always just say, "Don't forget to respect women," every single day. So when it came to like trying to have sex with a woman, I found it really difficult to figure out first how to ask.
Right.
Second, once you ask, what's the first thing you do? Do you unbutton her button? Once you unbutton her button and you try to pull down her pants, how do you get her to take off her panties? And once you get her to take off her fucking panties, how do you get her to let you stick your shit inside that? And so it was like the biggest math problem ever. So I didn't figure it out until one day I was 18 and this girl named she kind of raped me, man.
She helped you figure the whole thing out?
Yeah, man. She helped me figure it out.
You know, it's actually one thing for your grandmother to say, hey, respect women. But it's another thing to really understand that, because I would think you'd be angry with women because your mother did abandon you, you know? I think you'd be like really pissed off because the woman in your life just fucking threw you out the door.
Yeah, well, you know what I learned, you know, just growing is that she didn't actually abandon me. She had no control over it. We went to countless court hearings. My mom was at each one of them, which was probably about 2 a month for about 6 or 7 years, maybe 8. And she was just young and she tried her hardest, but
why were you in court? Because she was trying to get you back?
Get us
Family
back.
court.
Wow. But
that must have been heartbreaking.
Yeah,
for you,
because the judge was saying that she's still dealing with my dad on a certain level, maybe, or they just couldn't figure it out, man. Until one day, I mean, we got lucky and we were able to, you know, go back to my mom. But then I was 16, already in the gang, and you know, from being 7 years old and going to 16, me and my mom's relationship, you know, I had been away from her longer than, you know, I had been alive. So we didn't hit it off.
So you couldn't really really take her seriously because she wasn't really your mom. Did you ever call her mom? You probably didn't.
Nah, I called her mom just because, you know, she was my mom. But
Right.
I mean, I think I did everything disrespectful that you can do to a mother.
You described when you were real little growing up, you would see your parents preparing to go out and do a drive-by shooting.
Yeah.
You would see them literally like start taking out their guns and getting their shit together to go kill somebody, right?
Yeah, and you know what? It's funny looking back on it now. I just assumed it was regular.
Right.
This is what parents do.
Yeah, I didn't know. And not only this is what my friends' parents did when I was at their house.
Right,
Like,
what's going on
yeah,
everywhere.
you guys get in bed. We about to go shoot these bloods. You know what I'm saying? It was just crazy.
So you know when people say something naive like, "Oh, gee, why don't these kids just fucking get their shit together and not join a gang?" It doesn't go down. It's a normal way of life.
Right.
It's the structure of that community.
And I would think you would get the shit beaten out of you every day being in the Bloods if you live in a Crip neighborhood. I mean, that's sort of a rebel thing to do.
Now let me tell you how that goes. So I was a big fan of Michael Jordan. Of course, the Bulls jersey was red, and you know Jordans, were red. And so what I would do is I would just wear a neutral color to the corner, or far enough to where I got out of my neighborhood, and then I would unzip my backpack, throw on my Bulls jersey on top of the black shirt, pull my Jordans out, and then walk to school.
And when you're walking to school, does a guy who's wearing blue come up to you and just threaten to kill you and beat the shit out of you?
Well, the funny thing about it is that we lived in a district where I had to go to the all Crip school because of where our address was, and so from I think the first 2 years of high school, I got my ass kicked like every day. I got jumped like every day until they figured out he's not going nowhere.
Man, I don't even know how have you ever seen a psychiatrist?
You know what? I've seen psychiatrists as a child, and some growing up. I haven't seen any in a long time, but I'm not really that brain fucked. So
Do you think you're not that brain fucked, or is it that you're in denial, like you've just developed a tough skin?
No, you know what? I developed a tough skin, but I'm definitely not in denial. If I felt like, there were areas in my life where I really needed help, like I was going to fall off or something, then I'll probably go check it out.
But isn't it hard for you now to conform to rules and stuff because you grew up in a crazy sort of society, and now all of a sudden you're a guy with money, responsibilities, kids, and all that, and you've had no guidance.
How do you know how to act?
In that, you know what I mean? How do you know how to do it?
Jail teaches you that. You kind of figure it out. Like if you don't want to be eating, 3 meals out of a bag a day, you know what I'm saying, then you'll figure it out on your own.
When did you go to jail?
I've been in jail quite a few times throughout, the early stages of my life, starting with juvenile hall all the way up into, county jail in Los Angeles for 1.5 years. So.
Because of gang activities?
Gang activities, drugs, and stuff like that.
Dealing?
Yeah, a little bit of dealing.
What'd you deal? Coke?
I've probably sold every drug they have, unless it was invented in 2010.
Did you ever get into?
Did you also use? Yeah.
Nah, I never used drugs.
Is that because you saw your dad was a heroin addict and it just fucked him up?
Yeah, my dad would use heroin and everything.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, at least it kept you off the drugs in some weird way, yeah.
Now, you know what?
So when do you start rapping? Well, I mean, how do you know? I mean, where does that come from?
The crazy part about that is I never rapped a day in my life before I got shot, which is weird. I got shot in 2001 in October. And
what went on there? How did you get shot?
We had rules not to sell drugs after 12. That's kind of like, where it gets a little sketchy. If you sell drugs after 12, it's a chance you get robbed or anything like that.
Who makes those rules? The guy you're working for?
Nah, I kind of was self-employed, and me and my brothers. So, we had a band of brothers, little dope spot.